Intellias presents the first chess tournament in the Metaverse.
Welcome to the Intelligent Chess Challenge, the global tech chess tournament powered by Intellias. At Intellias, chess has always been the part of who we are. It's more than just a game to us. It reflects the way we work and the way we think, with strategy, logic, and diligence. For over a decade, we've been bringing our engineers together around the chessboard. And now we are taking this to a completely new level, exploring new grounds and bringing our favorite game worldwide. This year's tournament will take place over 2 days. Today, we are meeting here on chess.com to determine the strongest players who will advance to tomorrow's Metaverse Final. But even if you don't make it to the top players, don't worry. You will still be able to visit the Metaverse. We prepared our open chess zone and lots of fun activities for everyone to enjoy. We count on your integrity and sportsmanship. Remember, this event is all about chess, fun, and community. Good luck to all the players. May your moves be smart and your strategies sharp.
Make your move.
Thank you so much. It's so exciting to launch this new kind of tournament in a digital arena. My name is Mikhailo Alekseenko, and I'm a Ukrainian chess player, international grandmaster, and 2016 Ukrainian chess champion. But before we begin, a few technical, extremely important details. We're going to play 9 rounds, 7 minutes with extra 2 seconds per move. So additional time each time you make a move, following the Swiss system. After 5 rounds, we'll have a short break. The typical chess scoring system gives you 1 point for a win, half a point for a draw, and nothing for a loss. You will need to score 6.5 points or more out of 9 rounds to qualify for tomorrow's final in the Metaverse. The finalists will be announced in the end of the day and also communicated on Discord. Now I'll pass the mic to my co-commentator Diana, who will share what to do in case of any technical issues.
Thank you, Mikhailo. Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here with you today. My name is Diana Matz. I'm the 2024 Irish Women's Chess Champion, captain of the 2024 Women's Olympiad Chess Team, and a national master. A couple more important things from me. At chess.com, the system automatically pairs players for each round and tracks all games. So you don't need to press any buttons. Just wait for the system to do the job. Each next round begins only after all participants finish their current games. So don't worry if the system doesn't pair you with your next opponent right away. Give it a minute. You know, digital tournaments are exciting, but sometimes technical issues can happen. We hope everything runs smoothly, but if you experience any problems on your side, you can rejoin the game. Just keep it in mind that you will have less time on your clock and fewer rounds to play. If you don't resume your game within the round's duration, chess.com will automatically record as a loss for you. If you have any questions or issues, you can always reach us via the chess.com chat or the Discord channel. We are here for you and happy to chat throughout the tournament. And yeah, Mikhailo, can you tell me about your expectations about this tournament?
Well, perfect. It looks like we're all set. Everybody's ready to make the first moves. They will start shortly. And what's my expectation of this tournament? Well, let me finish my thought and then I'll come back to you, Diana. I hope you're ready to make your move, because here in the studio, we can't wait to follow the action and comment on these games for our online viewers all over the world. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing day of chess.
Okay, couldn't agree more. Good luck to all participants, and let's show the board. But we have to wait for 10 minutes, right? Before the tournament starts. That's why I want to talk to you a bit more, and maybe you can share your feelings as a grandmaster before the tournament. What do you expect, and what do you think about the tournament?
Well, thank you for this question, Diana. I'm looking for a big fight, international fight. Many I can see Ukrainian flags registered in the tournament, but we have also, of course, from foreign countries. The number one rated player, I would say, is not significantly lower rated than myself. So I would be very curious to watch this Face Everything and Rise nickname, or maybe more rated players would register. They're still in the registration phase, so people still have time to click the link and follow the instructions. And if they have any problems, I understand they can go to Discord, and I hope there's no technical difficulties on the participants' part. And so this is the list of registered players so far. And they need to score 6.5 out of 9. So the game would last, I would give you approximately, one game would last approximately 20 minutes, because 7 minutes for each player. I want to clarify things for those who may be not very familiar with online chess. They say 7 minutes and 2 seconds per move. And the first time I read it, I was like, that sounds like you have to play a move in 2 seconds. That sounds to me 2 seconds per move. I cannot play a good move in 2 seconds. I cannot do it. It means you get additional 2 seconds every time you play the move. Yes, Diana.
Sorry for interrupting. We have one more very high rated player, you see?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nicolas Devout. I guess that's some maybe French fighter on the on the picture.
French fighter with Ukrainian flag.
That's right. So actually, I hope someone in this tournament is more rated than I am. Then I would be very curious to watch that game, because I'm not a very good blitz player. Like, given my rating, my title, blitz is my weakest part of chess. I'm most rated in classical chess. So in over the board chess, there was 3 types of rating: classical, rapid, and blitz. And my highest rating is in classics, then rapid, and then blitz. So I'm not that good at blitz given my strength. So I actually want someone to be more rated than myself here.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Wow, we have many players. So it's Israel, Ukraine, Colombia, Cyprus, United States, India, Germany, Portugal. Wow, you are very welcome. And 200 players already in. I guess we don't have live chat. I expected that we will have some comments. And that's why I tried to check out translation. So we don't have the people who can text us questions or anything.
I think they can type them in the YouTube stream. I'm checking it on my other screen, so I'll try to read what people say there. So at our YouTube stream, so that is definitely an option for all of those who are watching. You're welcome. I've never seen a technical issue while watching Diana Mat's streams, so that's a compliment to you.
Thank you. Hello, guys.
Glad to see
Yeah, now I see the
greetings
comments.
from Colombia. Wow, thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
Hello.
Okay. 204 participants already. The games should start in 6 minutes, I believe. I think they should start.
Now I see the chat.
Yeah.
Now you have chat there. 64 People are watching now. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us. What do you expect from this tournament? Could you tell us? Could you type your comments? Are you a participant or you just came to watch the tournament? Are you excited about this metaverse version of a chess tournament? Because this is very new. This is something never happened in this world ever. So, what do you expect from this tournament? Tell us, please. Win.
You expect to win, that is right.
That's ambitious. Ambitious.
I can see, Diana, that you have very big experience talking to people through the chat. Can you tell me about your streaming on Twitch? How I have like almost no experience streaming chess on Twitch. Can you tell us some more a little bit about that?
Sure, Michaela. Thanks for this question. I am a streamer. I started this summer. And yeah, this is a very interesting topic to me because I really dreamed to be a streamer and I was always afraid to do that. And now, as you see, I feel really comfortable talking to people and be online. I guess we have to stream together. One day we have to stream together, and I think this is going to be very interesting for my followers and anyone to see how you play or comment any chess game, your thoughts, your tournaments. To me personally, this is a huge step forward because I didn't know how to realize my ambitions in chess. I didn't want to play tournaments, but I really enjoy my streaming experience and YouTube. And I guess some of my followers came here today because I shared the link also, and I'm really happy to see you. I'm really happy to see everyone, of course, but I know some people already, they are following my channels. Yeah, so this is a great experience, and I invite you to join our events one day. We have 2 minutes before we
Yes.
start. Yeah.
Less than 2 minutes,
And
the games will begin. And I see a question in the chat: how to combine listening to the stream with playing? Well, that is hard. That's what I'm sometimes facing when I play in. Like we have a Ukrainian chess channel that I contribute videos to occasionally, and sometimes I play against the students, and I know that they are listening to me thinking about the position. So that's like they can hear my thoughts. So yeah, you can try doing both, but that will probably interfere with your own play. So I guess try to win quickly and then unmute us at YouTube or wherever you're watching it. So I guess that would be the suggestion. In 1 minute,
yeah,
that's right.
I agree. I agree. Maybe this is not the best idea to listen to the stream during your game because we could give you some hints and maybe the system could read it as a cheating. So maybe just play your game and then come back to our stream. Yeah, I see. Less
Yeah,
than a
chess.com has
minute.
very strong anti-cheating measures. So like if you're streaming your game from Title Tuesday, for example, the famous tournament, you cannot like read, you cannot have comments when you're streaming because people may type the winning move for you and you can accidentally cheat in some sense. So even a delay is not enough. So they are like trying their best to fight it.
Yeah, okay. We have to say good luck to all participants. And we are waiting for the game to begin.
Yeah.
10 seconds. I'm so excited to see
Okay. We're gonna check the first
What?
board. It's Louis Nicolas Devout Davout. Okay, so
Yeah.
it began.
Wow. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go to games. There you go. Let's look at board one, right? Okay.
Sure. Sure.
D4, G6, H4. Oh, they're playing so
Oh,
fast. H4, H. Oof. That's there.
this is
That
my
actually, it's a
favorite.
very playable line. It's like very modern, like to go H4. When I was young, my coach would hit me. I'm just kidding, but for doing this instead of developing pieces. But that's new chess, new world. You're welcome. What do you think
You
about this?
know,
Diana?
do you know my coach, Tisevich Roman?
Uh,
Uh,
of course. I know his first last name. Yes, I know him personally. We played many games together in Lviv. Yeah.
yeah, and he taught us this move H4, and I remember it was very modern.
Oh, I
Like,
think
I don't
I
know,
think
10 years ago.
White just played almost all moves with pawns and already is winning. That's so
Yeah.
not what I was taught when I was a kid. Yeah, just pick up the bishop for free. Yeah, that seems like a confident win for white.
Right.
Extra
Black
piece.
just wasn't ready for such
They are playing
line.
way too fast. They think it's blitz. It's more like rapid. 7 minutes, that's a lot of time.
I guess they're very motivated and they
I
just
guess so.
wanted to
Maybe you're right.
start faster.
And you see, white is just continuing the development, but you cannot break through yet, I think. So just g3 to not let knight on f4, I'm guessing. We need to get this bishop out. What do you think? Like, we have to, like the way, my understanding is the way to convert your advantage is to use all your pieces, right? So white has an extra bishop, but white hasn't used all the pieces yet. So this bishop needs to be developed from
Yeah,
c1.
I guess White just is too confident.
Yeah. White
Uh,
said, oh, he blundered the bishop, or she, I don't know, Piotr. So it's a he, I guess. And now, like,
yeah,
white is ready to sack back material and get to the king with something like this. Yeah.
why not? Why not?
Looks like a confident win for white.
To win faster and to have extra 5 minutes to drink some tea or coffee.
Is performing well in the tournament aid us for careers in the company? I cannot speak for the company, but my understanding is there's a very strong correlation between uh, chess and success in work and in school. There were studies made on kids who improve a lot in their school study when they play chess. So either way, do your best. Okay.
Yeah, I even have heard about some successful people like scientists proved, but I can't say the source for sure. Sorry, but like the fact that scientists said successful people are playing chess around 1800 to 2000 FIDE rating. Like most of them could play chess, and I was surprised. Like, okay, this is interesting. This is because of chess, or because they are successful and they love chess.
It could be both, right?
Yeah.
So black is holding in this position. Black is one piece down. So just for those who's watching, white has this extra bishop on e2 for that one pawn on h6, right? So that's huge material advantage. So white is trying now. White is pushing pawns to break through because if there are just pawn chains all over the place, like I can imagine c5, h5, g5, that would be very hard to win if there are pawn chains. So white needs to open up the position for the pieces. Or just win with pawns like this. The pawns are just unstoppable now. So that seems like a confident win from
I
Louis
will
Nicholas
check
from
some
Ukraine.
more games. Maybe we have
Okay, that's a
something
good
to
idea.
watch.
Let's do board 2, shall we?
Yeah.
It's black to... Oh, okay. So here, more rated player has black
Oh
pieces.
my God.
Oh, and the position
And
is not very
here,
good. Okay,
uh-huh.
let me quickly check.
One game.
White played very good moves. White is playing very good moves. I hope there's no cheating
1300.
involved.
Yeah, I hope so too. And I guess we have to think about this point also. And if we have any doubts, then maybe somehow to let chess.com know about it, or what can we do? Because sometimes we don't
Usually
even know
they
who
wait,
is
as far
playing.
as I understand, for the game to end, and then it analyzes. So, because, okay, all I'm going to say, White is playing very good moves. Very good
Yeah.
moves. White has positional advantage, even though the rating difference is enormous. So I would expect the opposite to happen here. But for now, we'll see. We'll see. So for now, White is better because a great knight on f5, doubled pawns over there. But it's not that easy to use it. So I would probably do something like this, knight e2, knight g3.
Yeah, I
Because
checked very fast. White wasn't playing for the first line like every time, but sometimes we don't know who is playing. It could be like a friend, or
sometimes
yeah,
people use a friend that is playing very well and just, can
yeah,
you play from my account? That is not allowed, but people do it. So we'll see.
yeah,
Or maybe it could
and
be that someone didn't play at all. Okay, I don't want to go to an account and do some research. Let's just look. For now, White is not winning yet. Like Stockfish would win this already like 5 moves ago. So I would say. So I think White is just playing very good moves. That's all I'm saying.
the positional advantage is huge.
Okay, now takes
96, do you
king
think it's a
e7.
good move?
That should
Because
happen.
96 looks weird.
Yeah, I think knight
Yeah.
d6 is not the best move. This is considered a very good knight. These 2 pawns are fixed, and that's surprisingly not a very good bishop. So exchanging it is not the best idea. So black has to take. I don't know what else to do here. Take, king e7, rook comes back. Yes, rook takes, attacks the knight. King is a very good asset in an endgame. You need to use your king in an endgame because in the middle game, the king is a problem. It needs protection, right? It needs castle, it needs pieces and pawns around it. In the endgame, the king says, I'm the boss now. So now black will have very hard time winning this, but so does white. So I think draw is very likely. What do you think, Diana?
Yeah, I think that's an equal now. And now we have seen some bad moves.
You're checking with the
White,
engine
but
already. Yes, thank you.
no, I guess
Or
this
did you just see it yourself?
96. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think 96 was a mistake for White. And yeah, maybe we can confirm that the human is playing at least.
yeah,
And
that's for sure.
yeah, probably just 1300 played very good moves.
Well, I want
Because
to say that black didn't play a very good line where it was easy to play for black. For white, sorry, just develop pieces, develop, like, yeah.
yeah,
But now we'll see how the end game goes. It's 3 minutes against 3 minutes. Black has a little more time. Yes, they're saying, no, Diana doesn't need the engine. She knows bad moves. I agree. I'm sorry.
I know. I know them very well. I am familiar with them. We are friends forever.
No, I think they meant that you see a bad move, you know it's a bad one, not because you do them, it's because you can spot them without the engine. I think that was a compliment. Or okay, or I guess you can read it both ways. Yeah. Where's this knight going?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But as we friends with bad moves, then maybe to c3 and then e2.
Yeah, I think that was a good route for the knight. You aim for a weakness. I think h5 pawn was a weak, but now it's like would take ages to get there. So I think now black is
Yeah, right.
fine. And I think now black would start outplaying white. Black has more time, 3 minutes against less than 2.
Now I started playing very passive.
Okay, now knight c5, rook e3, rook d8, controlling the d file. Knight c5, rook c3 maybe is a good move, but then king, yeah, knight c5. Just jump to c5.
Yeah, knight c5, rook e3, and then rook d8, you mean, right?
Yeah, just either wins a pawn or moves the rook. There's after g3, my understanding is there's nothing to do on the g file anymore. That's it. We have to go. And luckily white helped black to do this. Why Diana doesn't participate? Well, we're working here. Yeah. Okay, free pawn. So now, okay.
Yeah,
I
now black
apologize
is
for my
winning.
concerns about white cheating. That was not justified. It was just 20 very good moves. Oh, a few months ago, I played against Magnus Carlsen in a blitz game, and I was better for like 35 moves. But that didn't mean I was
Wow,
cheating. Well, he played a bad
sure.
opening, like here he played b6, bishop b7 just to intimidate me, and I got good position. But then I slowly, move by move, lost the advantage and lost the game. So something similar is
No.
happening here. White had a good position, but then a stronger player wins.
But
Well,
I think this is a huge compliment to the player if we want to say he was cheating.
that's
Because,
absolutely right.
yeah, 'cause, when someone told me, like, oh, I thought you were cheating, I'm like, yes, okay, I played perfect, perfect game. I like it because I know I wasn't cheating, so nobody can prove it. But if they thought so, then it's a good sign. So it's a very good sign for white. If we thought for a second
Yep.
they could cheat, yeah, why not?
Yeah, unfortunately now I don't know if any of the viewers followed the recent tragedy regarding allegations of cheating. Daniel Naroditsky and Kramnik telling that he was a cheater. So now it's like I was always joking. I wish someone said that I was cheating. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna play Magnus or anyone and play a good game, and then they suspect me in cheating. That would feel like a compliment to me. But I never thought it could have
Yeah, the
such.
huge impact.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a
and
huge tragedy for us, and we never know
mm-hmm,
how the person could feel.
yeah,
So we didn't mean anything wrong about
yeah,
white. Sorry if you felt that way.
yeah.
We just confirmed white played very well
Yep. And I don't
at
know
the
how about you,
beginning.
Diana. I really love pawn end games. Like if we're gonna change the subject, I find them fascinating. That could be so difficult. I could never believe like if I do a puzzle, there are really difficult puzzles that super GMs cannot solve, which is just pawns. Not study like it could be so difficult. For example, now b4, it's an absolutely necessary move for black to block the queen side. b4 just wins. If not, white goes a4. Well, maybe black still wins, but yeah, it's black to move, right? Yes. So b4, yes, very good. That shows big understanding of the chess player. One pawn blocks two. That's domination.
I
That's
love
it.
end games in general. And when I played chess actively, I thought, what if we would have chess like only kings and pawns? It's still really hard. We played tournaments like only pawn end games, only rook end games. And this was very difficult, very, very difficult. And I thought, okay, it could be even worse sometimes. In the opening, you feel much better than the end game.
Oh, I've always wondered about just pawns and kings, like as a kid, just remove all the pieces. What's gonna happen there? I never realized that you can actually play with someone, and that would be an interesting and maybe difficult thing to do. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it is difficult. And everyone who played better, I mean, if I played against a grandmaster, I almost always lost the game, and I didn't understand why. How is that possible? This is pawn end game. Could I just drew, please?
I had once many years ago, maybe more than 10 years ago, I was solving, my coach gave me, I hired a coach to prepare me for some tournament. He gave me a puzzle with just two pawns, one pawn for white and one pawn for black. That's it. And I was like, oh, come on, I'm a grandmaster. No, I couldn't solve it for 30 minutes. Just one pawn for me. And I was like, what? I never realized that they could be so difficult. Just two pawns. Like there were new
Yeah.
ones, one pawn promoted, the other one didn't. Okay, black won. Stock Channel. So after that, became obsessed or maybe fascinated with the pawn end games. I never realized
Yeah.
how difficult they could be. So black won. Okay, let's see. How many games are still in progress? Standings. Okay, the two most rated players won. Okay, only a few games left. Let's click on this one.
That was
Oh, what's this?
very fast,
Extra
actually.
queen. I'm being Captain Obvious here. White has an extra queen, so white should win. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
two Indian players.
Yeah.
They
You have
were.
to be a GM to know this. That white has an extra queen. Okay.
I didn't know. Yeah, only Mihailo could
Yes,
could
you have to
say.
have a title for that. Yes. Okay, but oh wait, white is 1200 and black is 2200.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge difference.
1000 difference.
I thought that's why you were surprised that
No, no,
much.
yeah. You have to have PhD in mathematics to see these numbers. Okay, now the second queen is coming, so it should, unless a stalemate, but I don't see it's not possible with the bishop. Otherwise, there was still a chance of stalemate if there was no bishop here. Sometimes people forget about. Okay. Oh, that's greedy. You don't need those pawns. You have two queens. Still running away. Check and mate on f1. That's what I saw. Okay, let's see. A few more moves. Come on. Black's only hope is a stalemate. But I don't know. Oh, maybe a
2 seconds
pin. But
increment should be enough.
you're worried about the time. You're absolutely right. Come on. Come closer. And now here and here. Okay. All right. That's officially a checkmate. Okay.
Right.
So already some surprising results.
Yeah, I see in the comments people have some
That's interesting.
questions again. So guys, the game will start automatically. Just wait until all the games
Yes.
will be finished, and then you will see your next game.
Oh,
Your
that's
next
it. That
round
was the last
will
game.
start. That was the last game.
That was because I can see
So
pairings already. Okay.
that's great. So just stay in the system.
Instantly. Good. Okay. 1700 against almost 2700.
Hi, Alexandra. Yes, Intellias Chess Challenge is back. So some people are already know these chess challenges. They are excited.
Okay. So what do you think about this position, Diana? I think it would not be as easy walk for black as it was in the first round.
And the opponent is a bit stronger.
Yep.
And I am really proud of Ukrainian players, and usually it's really hard, even they low rated, to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this position can be equal again, and we will see if Luis Nicholas can show us the skill. Oh, no, he loves endgame.
Endgame again. He loves endgames, apparently. Okay. Wait, did he get... Ah, no, he just had white pieces. I confused with the second board. So there was an endgame. This was the board one. I think white has two bishops. Again, I'm being Captain Obvious here. White has two bishop advantage in an open position, but white has doubled pawns as well. Okay. I would go knight a4 here, I think. I would already... Or knight e4, okay. But I would go to a4. So white wants to take, and improve the pawn structure. Okay.
Yeah,
But the
and
problem
what do you
is...
think about the bishop pair in this pawn structure?
Well, I don't like this hole on d4. It feels like black can just go and come and go. There you go, the bishop. And no one can kick the bishop out from this square. That bothers me. So I think white has a bishop pair, but this poor bishop on c4, I don't see any future for that bishop. Like, these pawns are here. Like, this bishop is just doing nothing, and black has better control over dark squares. So actually, I prefer
Yeah.
black here, surprisingly.
If we compare dark squared bishops, black bishop is better
Way
than if we
superior.
compare the
Absolutely.
knight and the bishop.
Yeah.
The knight is better.
A knight can start jumping a5, c4, e5. Yeah. And there are always some tricks with takes and takes in this position with some discovered attack. Yeah, I would probably move my bishop to e2 and then try to go king f1 and unpin at least. But yeah, I prefer black in this position because of this bishop. If that bishop was someplace else, maybe not. But this, like, I'm looking at it and I'm scared. I cannot kick it out. If I'm trying to exchange it, it will ruin my pawn structure. Takes. And it's very hard to live with such bishop on the board. Oh, bishop e2. Okay. Maybe they are listening to the stream. Okay.
You have to be careful.
e5. Oh, now I see future for this bishop if it appears on this diagonal. So
How can we make it? Move the rook,
I would give
then
a
bishop
check,
d1.
maybe provoke f6 and then come back somewhere like d2. Okay. But I don't see. I
Was
want to
it a
get there.
positional mistake by black to move this pawn?
Could be. Could be.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that move was not running away anywhere, so black could wait with it. I still prefer black because still white's both bishops are not very good. But if I look at all black's pieces, they all look good to me. Rooks on open files, bishop on d4, knight on c6 will come soon. I'm guessing somewhere here. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I
And
think
we
white will
cannot
try to
play
go
rook
f4,
d3 because of bishop takes f2. We
yeah,
cannot move our rook.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's black's advantage. And
Yeah.
I'm following the second board as well.
Okay.
Maybe we can show
Sure.
the second board
I'm
too.
going there. Okay.
Very interesting pawn structure.
Let's see. Trompovsky takes. White is developing. White has pawn majority in the center. More pawns in the center than black does. So I think white should be slightly better, but not
Yeah.
significantly. This bishop is good. Maybe black is gonna go like c5 at some point. Yeah, I think white is slightly better for like what everyone ideally should supposed to do in an opening. That's center development and castle. So both players did that to some extent, but white won the fight for the white has 2 central pawns and black has 0 central pawns, like 0, none here.
Right, and
So
even
white should be
c5
better.
doesn't look like a
Sorry?
huge help. And even c5 doesn't look like a huge help for
Yeah.
black.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
case.
So much easier play for white because of this massive pawn center that can move at any moment, or it can just stay. $4.30 against $4.17. This Petro Diavoluk 89. I'm being Sherlock Holmes now. I know his birth year from his nickname. Usually that's how people name them.
This is not always true. Yesterday I streamed,
oh, really?
and
Okay.
my follower had a nickname something 2017, and he said, I created this nickname in 2017
Yeah.
because I dreamed to have 2017 points rating.
I
And
see.
yeah. And
But if
I
I
was
see
sure
two
he's
numbers very close to 2000 or to 100, I'm like, it has to be a birth year.
yeah.
1989. Yeah.
And probably we can guess his password as well.
No, come on. This is IT tournament. No. People know what hackers can do.
Yeah,
Really well.
sure.
Oh, there you go. The pawn went. This is the center. I'm scared of such centers when I see them approaching me. E5, D5. And it's very hard to challenge them. If black could exchange this pawn for that pawn, I would be less worried for black. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Knight c6. Ah, the pawn is hanging. Okay. It's a decent move. I would go rook e1, I'm guessing. Yeah. And now I would consider b5 for black, just to attack. I like attacking, so I would go b5, b4, something like that. Just, I see that I can attack a piece. I'm considering it seriously.
Do you think b5 is going to be a good move? Because this rook on a1, I was
Takes.
worried about this rook on a1 because
Now the rook is in the
it
game.
has no place to go.
That's true.
Yeah, and now after knight a5, maybe.
Knight a5. By the way, this is we analyzing. This didn't happen. We're talking about this. Yeah, I would maybe trade and go like c5, but then I lose a pawn. Maybe I go queen d2. Maybe, I don't know. I see some potential here. Here, right here, queen d2, c5. Yeah, I see some ideas here. At least that's what I would certainly consider first. I'm a big fan of rook e7 happened. So black is trying to double rooks, but then because I'm sad for that rook on b8. It's just defending a pawn and cannot move. I feel sad for the rook.
You are a coach, a chess coach too, right, Mikhailo?
Yes, I am. I'm a chess coach too.
So do you explain your students to talk to their pieces, like young students? If the piece could tell what he feels.
Yeah, I'm talking about feelings of pieces, right? Their happiness. Yes, that's weird for not chess players to hear. Don't you care about that? About that piece?
Yes,
Sometimes I even
that poor
say
rook.
treat them like, okay, for if I'm talking to adults who have children, treat them like your children. You want them all to be happy and play. And so, yeah, sometimes I use those references. They sound weird if you're not a chess player. Sounds crazy, to be honest.
Chess player, you wouldn't understand uh, our concern about pieces'
Why do you
feelings.
even care about those wooden stuff, you know?
Yeah, and also why do you talk with these pieces? It's like
Yeah. So black did play b5. Yeah. Takes, take. Including
is
these
it
two
better
moves.
to talk to the pieces or the pieces to talk to the player? I don't know.
Hmm.
But it sounds weird anyway, even for a chess player.
Yeah. Oh, bishop takes a4. I don't like this move.
Yeah,
I
it's
want to do
weakening the pawn
this.
structure
I
forever.
want to do this. I'm scared of these, so I want to undermine this so that I can undermine that. Like I want to get rid of those pawns. But b takes a. Wait, it's not updating immediately. So let me refresh the page. It should update then immediately. The moment you put in analysis mode, it stops updating. So I have to refresh the page. So what just happened? Takes queen b5. Okay, e5. Ooh, I don't like this move, e5. I think. Well, it is attacking the knight. So that was the idea, attacking the knight. Okay, maybe it is working tactically, yeah. Now that is hanging, the knight is hanging, and the capture is coming. Yeah, I like e5 move now, yeah.
So you're still like attacking moves.
And I also like the fact that white found time to play h3. Well, it was very early in the opening, if I recall. But you now never have to worry about any checks on the back rank. You're just never. But black has to worry, you know? Like black, all these three pawns are blocking the king. And I can easily see black being checkmated on the back rank. Well, not anymore after capture, but yes, taking care of the back rank is a good idea.
Yeah, the
I
clear
think,
white's advantage here.
well, I remember the joke that I think it applies to this position. Um, if I were a black player, I would say I'm one pawn down, but my position is worse. So that would be the evaluation of this position. White has an extra pawn on d4, for example, and black has doubled pawns and three pawn islands and so on. Oh, but now white has to liberate the bishop with this move d5. Okay, takes. And then the c pawn should decide the game once the king comes into the game, like we discussed in one of the previous game. Talk to
We
the
have
evil
one
bar.
more sensation actually. The board
Yes.
3.
Okay. Should we check it?
Although, yeah, maybe we
Okay.
can check it because
Oh, but it doesn't
again,
show the third game. You mean this one?
I mean this one.
Okay.
Black is winning here,
Black has at
but
least a
also,
perpetual. Okay.
but again, look at the rating.
Wow. Tkachov
Yuri,
K, h5, and now the rook is coming in. Yikes. That does look winning. Why are some players 0 out of 0? Where did you see those? They were not, it means that they didn't play a single game. I guess that's what it means.
yeah,
And that's
maybe
it.
they registered but didn't start the tournament.
I'm not sure about the bishop comes to g3. It's not a win yet. Oh, that's deep. Queen d7. I missed that. I thought that was it. The bishop comes back and the game continues.
Yeah. Mhm. We have a
It's a
protector
very
here.
creative way to survive. Okay. Still should be a win. Maybe bishop moves and then h4 unstoppable, but I thought it was like mate, like that's it. Okay.
Yeah, but you see, Black is
Mm-hmm.
playing very well.
Mm-hmm. And that is definitely not his birth year. 77773. Okay. Oh, counterplay. Check. King h7. Queen is coming in, maybe.
We have not enough time to play
Queen
h3, queen g2, or
h3. Oh,
something
wow.
else.
Mate in 1 is coming.
Yeah.
Black has to move the rook. The only way to survive is to move the rook so that the king can escape. I
Yeah,
think rook
sure.
g4.
Well,
Rook g4, queen
mhm,
f7 is the problem. Rook g5, I think, is the correct move. Oof, but
mhm.
that's... Anything can happen now with seconds on the clock. Check. Okay. Another
Oh,
check and checkmate. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I missed. That is beautiful.
I
I
missed
missed
that
that and
too.
Yuri found it. Wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking about winning a bishop. This was a mate.
Yuri, well done. Good game. If you
Wow.
watch the translation, congratulations. That was a huge win
You were right.
against such a
Black
strong
winning much.
opponent.
Oh, what just happened? Already next round. Okay. So we already
It.
are paired in the next, sorry, standings 2 out of 2. Where do they see 0 out of 0? Maybe at the end? No, 0 out of 2. I think everyone played the games.
I don't think so. I can see some games
I know the
left.
games are still going. You're right. You're right. The
Yeah.
games are still going on. Should we check the most rated one, or which one do you think is a good idea to check?
Sure. Which one you like most?
Starobut Oleksiy. It's a secret
Do you
nickname,
know
so no
him?
one knows.
No one knows. But that's good. We know some people. Like um, we can understand that's a real person.
Oh, they are pre-moving already. Okay. They are playing on seconds. Yeah, black wins easily. The king comes here. The bishop comes to c8 and then takes the pawn with a check. King goes here, king h3, bishop b7. As long as you don't go bishop d7, you have to keep an eye on this point. After bishop c8, that's it, Zugzwang. I have to refresh the page again. Yeah, the moment I play a move that was not played. Yeah, and now you take with a check and come back. That was deep. That was smart. And now the f-pawn goes all the way to f2. Yeah. 5 seconds, so you still never know. There could be a stalemate.
Yeah, but this
But
is a
yeah,
very strong player. Also, 2300. 2 seconds increment.
even without the
More
bishop.
than enough.
And I don't see a stalemate idea. Unless he promotes to a knight. Then it would be a long game.
Yeah.
Do you know how to give checkmate with bishop and knight? Very few people do.
Yeah, I know. We were playing tournaments also. We had 30 seconds, random position, the knight and the bishop. We had to checkmate. But actually, I did it lots of years ago, and I'm not sure if I would have 30 seconds on the clock today. If I would checkmate, would it be enough time for me?
Oh,
How
wow.
did you
I
learn
was
this?
just joking. There's a game like, oh, what chess?
Okay, let's see.
That is funny. Okay. I did exactly the same training with my coach. We had less than a minute and we would have to deliver many, many checkmates. And I was bishop and knight. Yeah, the bishop and knight should be on the same color, and then they are in harmony. This knight has to go here now. Then the knight controls light squares, the bishop controls dark squares. Yeah, white has to stay in this corner. Okay, so white knows what to do. And we did train like this. And yeah, I'm still sometimes when I'm solving some puzzles or if I like get to play with the computer from a winning position, I go, oh, the king escaped. Okay. I promote knight and bishop and train against stockfish. Just if I can beat stockfish, I can beat a human. So yeah, but that's
Yeah, for
almost a
sure.
useless skill. But sometimes this happens, and then you're like, wait, how did I not check what to do here? You know, the king is in the wrong. I would try to escape there, but
I don't think this is a useless skill because you also learn the harmony of your pieces.
that's a good point. It's not directly the checkmate itself. It's to feel the harmony between the pieces. That's a very good point, Diana. Yeah.
Then you can use it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, do you know that there was a somewhat tragic story of Ukrainian champion Anna Ushenina? She was a world champion and she
Sure.
forgot how to do it in the most critical situation, and and that can happen to anyone. Like if you're stressed, you can forget like simplest things. So it happened on a very high level. Yeah.
Absolutely, because many people are watching, photographers, live translation, and she just didn't have a second chance to checkmate how we find that time because she remembered the second time how to checkmate and then
Mm-hmm.
50 moves passed and that was a draw.
By the way, for those who just joined or you're not familiar, if you cannot give checkmate in 50 moves, if no pawn is moving for 50 moves, if no exchange happens in 50 moves, draw is assigned, regardless of material on the board. So it seems like
Okay.
black forgot how to force the king into the corner. Knight c5 now, through king h3, and then force the king to the corner. Oh, but the king is okay. When did this endgame begin? Okay, let me see. Under promote. The endgame began on move. On move. Which move is it? 79. So 129, it should end. So in 79 plus 50, yes, 129. Oh, stalemate. Okay. Ouch. There's no move for
Okay,
the king.
black
There's no moves.
didn't really know how
So
to.
it's very difficult practically to deliver under time pressure. So in that sense, it's also very useful to train it at home or
That's
during
right.
training sessions. Oh, I
That's
think the
right.
rounds 3 began, right?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Board 1, London
Yes.
system with white. 2 out of 2. But with c4, it's not London system. It's something else. And I know that this is not good to do this. After takes, black goes d5. Ooh, it was better to take and play d5. Now white has a big advantage. Because again, white wins the center. e4 next.
Mhm.
If for black, I
This
would
is
take and put a pawn in the center on d5. That's what I would do here. Because those pawns will destroy you. So Caesar 310 is now in positional trouble.
But let's imagine Magnus would play this position. He played once something like knight f6, knight g8 with black. so
Yeah.
it's not the end yet.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. If Magnus has his position against me with black, he crushes me. So, although it would take
We
him a long
never
time
know.
because the position is easy to play for white, I would say. Okay, e5 now I would play. Try to fight for the center
How
if I could.
Magnus different from other players? You said Magnus would crush you. I don't believe because you are a very strong grandmaster, a top grandmaster, and you just told me if Magnus would have this position as black. What makes you feel that way?
Thank you for your trust in me. But if it was a blitz game, I'm screwed. I'm just very bad with my mouse or with the speed. If it was a classical game, ooh, I don't think he would win. I would probably hold a draw or maybe even put some pressure in a classical game where I have time to think and consider and avoid all stupid blunders that I do in blitz games. So in a classical game, yes, he would have very difficult time beating me and relatively easy he would survive, but I would still even have winning chances because I understand these positions when I have enough time on my clock. So yeah, it depends
the
on the
time. So
position.
Magnus just can play faster and play good moves faster than you. That makes this difference, you
Exactly
think?
right. If I have more time, I would find good moves, many good moves. But if I don't have time at some point, like it happened in my Blitz game against him a couple of months ago, I was playing decent moves quickly, but he was playing good moves faster and longer. He didn't do a single inaccuracy in the game. Single inaccuracy. Like he was just, all moves were good, right? And at some point I started making inaccuracies, and that was it. But in classical game, that point may never happen because I have like 5 minutes per move or 3 minutes per move. I can figure out a good move in like 3-5 minutes in a position that I understand that doesn't require a lot of calculation. So yes.
Yeah, because it always was a huge question for me. What makes this difference between 2600 player or 2700 player? It's like invisible because they understand the position very well, and you talk to them, it seems like they're equal, but it's not. Where's this small difference? Maybe, as you explained, as Magnus, he just can find this right move faster, and it makes this difference even in a classical game. Because if you play faster, then time troubles are coming
Yep.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so the 2700 players are really good at openings, most like amazing, I would say. So 2600, I was 2600 for many, many years. I was not good at openings. No. But I played well in other areas of chess, but openings was not my strong side. So when I played, I remember that was 2013. I played with black against David Navara from Czech Republic. He's very talented and humble 27 plus player. And I played with black against him. So I actually won in an opening. I surprised him in an opening with black, and I got a winning position in the opening, which is a shocking result against 2700. But he didn't resign. He kept on playing good moves. He screwed up in the opening, but he kept on playing good moves in a bad position. So I had to win again in the middle game. And then I went to a winning end game. And then, like on every stage of the game, I had to beat him. And then I failed. At some point in an end game, I made like one mistake and he survived. So I was like, wow. Usually weaker players, you beat them in an opening, they collapse. Or in the middle game, and then that's it. But just constant resistance and constant fight. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Now I understand why he's 2700 and I'm not even close. Yeah. Oh, it's an extra passed pawn right there in the center. That is painful to watch. This is the point why all who listening should fight for the center with pawns, because this pawns gives like a tent. Behind this pawn, at least diagonally, everything belongs to you. You can do whatever you want on those squares. And these two squares on e6 and c6 are not available to your opponent. So pawn give you like room to develop and maneuver your pieces and less room for your opponent. So I look at this position, I cannot breeze for black. Like the bishop has no moves, this knight has no moves because of this pawn on d5. But this is not over
Right.
yet. This is not over yet. A lot of pieces on the board. Anything can still happen. So this is round 3, right? If I recall correctly. And we're gonna have a
Yes,
break
this
after
is
round 5.
correct.
Just info for those who's listening.
Yeah, and I'm following other games too, and our favorites, I mean, higher rated players, they have advantages in
Okay, let's check
in
board number
game.
2.
So
Oh,
no
there's an extra
surprises
piece.
this time.
I can see an extra piece for black. Is that correct? Yes, it is correct.
Yes.
It is hanging. This one is pinned. So it's not the end yet. And white has 2 pawns. So it's not the end yet.
I guess in the
Actually,
next
it's knight
round we
d6
should
and no
see
one
their
can defend the
fight.
knight. Yes? What?
I guess in the next round we should see their fight between these 2,600 players.
Oh, really? There's
500.
usually they meet much later when there's, do you see how many 2 out of 2 people have? Like, I think, yeah,
Oh, it's too much.
46
Too much
people
for
have
now.
2
Yeah, you're
out of
right.
2. So after this round, 20 something would have 3 out of 3. So it probably will take
Maybe
still
it's
some
too
time. But
early.
yes, I would love to see the match between these two. By the way, here, white could have played knight d6, and I don't see who can protect the knight, do you? If white were to choose this move.
Rook f6 doesn't work, right?
Rook f6 does work. Looks weird, but it does work. And it's probably, and if I come back, you can go to f7. Maybe you're right. Yeah. So I played rook d1, rook d8, and now knight d6. Oh, what's the difference? There's still rook f6, right?
Yes, but now the knight is pinned.
Yeah, I think it's worse for white. Yeah, I think black should, I think any of this, even rook e8, I think should work. But no, queen f5, queen attacks, queen e4. No, rook f6 is the correct move, I believe. I would still go rook e1. There's check on f2. I go king h2. Oh, takes. Okay, black decides to simplify, but I'm skeptical of this. Rook and 2 pawns is usually better than 2 knights. Especially if white trades rooks, black would be in big trouble.
Yeah, it looks a bit risky for black.
I think black did this to simplify,
Mm-hmm.
but it cost them material. So in fact, now white is material up, right? Rook and 2 pawns. If we just simply add, that is 7, and 2 knights are like 6. So, and the rook is active. Yeah, I prefer white. I think it was not the best decision.
This
So maybe we will
player
not see
loves
them.
to simplify, right? We can talk about his style now. He's
Endgame. He doesn't like queens on the board, from what we've seen. Yeah, which could be a reasonable preference. Yeah.
Sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, ideally it should depend on the position. If like the kings is not safe, if you have an attack, you don't want to trade queens. So ideally you shouldn't have preferences.
Sure.
Like if you're gonna compare to children, you're not supposed to have a favorite child. You should love all of them equally. So that relates to pieces. Like I don't like the queen, I want it gone from my position. Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about approaches to the chess game as well. For instance, Lasker's approach, psychological chess, or to play against pieces, as you just told me, just make the right move. Don't think about the opponent. What do you think?
Well, I'm curious about your opinion because I read that you have bachelor's degree in psychology, right? So how do you do a chess in psychology? I'm interested in psychology, but I never studied it properly. So I have like read some articles and books, but not like scientifically. So what is, oh, rook takes e6. Ouch. I'm sorry, like my mind still processes the position. Rook takes e6.
Yeah,
If
it's
knight
okay.
takes, I win the rook. And otherwise, so yeah, black blundered, but white missed it.
Black just blundered. But probably white still has some advantage,
White still
right?
has advantage. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, my opinion about the approach in chess, I believe psychology works in chess. Absolutely, because we are humans. We are not engines, machines, and we blunder because of some psychological difficulties as well. We can be scared, we can be not confident, And if you press your opponent psychologically, then you can win the game not because of the right approach against pieces, but because you just felt confident and showed that you're ready to win. But sometimes it doesn't work. I think we have to combine it. What do you think?
Yeah, I see a lot of psychology in my own games, the ones that I win and the ones, especially the ones that I lose. I see a lot of psychology. It has to do with confidence in my calculation, confidence in myself, dealing with disappointment. For example, if it's very difficult for me personally when my opponent plays a very good move that I missed, which is like I shouldn't have missed, like an obvious good move. Very often the opponent plays the move and you're like, that's a good one. You can feel it that it's a good move. Maybe you're not losing yet, but that's a good move. The moment it happens, it's really hard for me to put myself back together and focus. I keep saying, oh, how did I miss it? And so, oh, I'm an idiot, and so on. All these thoughts enter my mind. And about putting pressure, yes, I'm a big proponent of putting pressure on the opponent, like attack, play active, aggressive moves. I have many games where people just collapsed under pressure. And I think that's what Mikhail Tal used to do. He would launch crazy attacks on the kings or in general, like in the middle of the board, and people would collapse under pressure. When you look with Stockfish, it is many of his combinations were false, but
Right.
people couldn't survive. By the way, it's a nice combination. Rook takes d6, king d6, and b6, and the pawn just promotes. That is beautiful. If takes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Got
black
it.
saw it coming, so the knight is barely trying to catch it. Now the rook is. That's very good calculation from Igor there.
But now this is a classical example of rook against two pieces endgames when we have a passed pawn and active rook.
Yeah.
Now the rule of two weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Yep. More pawns and knight f6, a7, and rook h8. Yeah, no one can win this pawn. It's just standing there.
Yeah.
This knight is busy and that knight is busy. And why didn't even start to use the king? It's rook alone and pawns are just winning the game now. Rook h8 is coming. Rook h8 and then f6, I think should. Okay, rook h8 or rook g6. The rook is too strong. Just pick up the pawn. Or rook c6 wins immediately. Rook h7. Yeah, anything wins.
Yeah, just
So face everything and
and
Rice loses. White and white, I
oh
think it looks
wow,
like white deserved this win. White was playing
this is
aggressive
true.
chess, attacking, and black wanted a safe way out. Wow. Igor there
Okay,
wins.
congratulations to the white
4 misses. So
again.
no, there would be no complaints about cheating. 4 misses for white, but white still won. So it was very human win, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, do we have anyone else who's playing? Yeah, a few games more.
Sometimes it doesn't update instantly, so it usually is you have to click here. Click here. Let's see Nicholas, the number 1 rated. Is he still playing? No, he already won. Okay, so we can close this one. A few games left. Let's see. Victor Desanguin. Interesting.
Mhm.
Oh, this is a famous one. The pawn runs all the way. Even though it's an A pawn,
Oh yeah.
it
Mhm.
runs. Yeah.
We have a
Mhm.
comment. There were two types of sacrifices, correct ones and Tal's, he
That's what
said.
he said. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Not any of these 3 moves. Move the queen. Okay, good. Yeah.
But Tal had a great sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was an awesome blitz player. He would play blitz in parks with strangers for hours on end, regardless of their level. And he was a world blitz champion in 1988, if I recall correctly, where Karpov and Kasparov were already playing. Tal won the world blitz tour, and he died that year or the next one. So he was already sick and not healthy and so on, but he was still playing blitz on phenomenal level.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Black is winning. Black is much less rated, but it looks like black is winning. There's a free pawn. Okay. Well, it's still going to be a long way to win. Because if king comes to the corner, this could be a draw. But the pawn goes to h3, and then rook b2, and then rook goes there, and then a2. That's the win, I think. But rook b2 or king c1. Oh, rook c6. Ouch! There was a pin. Okay. They're already blitzing. There's no time to think. 2 seconds per move. Well, this one is a draw, I would say. King a1, that is a draw. The king can never. Even if king comes, this is a draw. Even if you lose the pawn, this is a draw. In theory, that's a draw. In practice, it's not.
Yeah, we never know. Well, I don't enjoy such endgames. What do you think about such endgames?
Okay, now king
maybe-
b3 was winning rook e1 checkmate, so it was crucial to have a check here, but okay. What do you think about such endgames, for white or for
Yeah.
black?
For any side, I just don't enjoy them, and I don't feel really confident. Always some surprises here.
Yeah.
There's always some surprises.
I would say, Diana, that you have... Oh, mate in one. Ouch. Oh!
Oh no.
Mate in one. The rook could go to a7. Okay, with 2 seconds, anything can happen. So it's about, I think such endgames are a lot about knowledge. So you have to know, like, I know this, I know this, I know this. And it's about calculating what's in front of you right there, what's going on right now. Mate in one missed. White was winning, black was winning. Yeah, that's what happens in blitz games.
That's
Round
a
4 is
pity.
about to start, but it's not yet. Okay, now it started. Okay. So number 1 rated player is still number 1, and again plays Alechin. Yes, 4 pawns, advanced pawns variation is considered to be the most dangerous for black. Oleg Valerievich.
What do you play as black against e4?
What do I play as black against e4? Usually Sicilian, but also e5, and I played a little bit of Caro-Kann. And I used to play Pirc, and I have one game in French, so I just tried everything except Alechin, basically. No offense, but yeah, I never played knight f6 on the first move against e4. Because I'm afraid of the center, it looks scary to me.
Sure, this is not the best opening for black. I mean, even no offense, but engine would confirm this is not the best opening for black.
Yes, that's true. Well,
but Bortnik would disagree with us.
I agree. I know he made a course for Chessable about Alechin. The thing is, if you study it really well, he knows the lines where Stockfish gives a winning line for white, but it's impossible to find during the game unless you've studied it very carefully at home. And if you don't know it, you lose. And if you know it, you win. So that's like the risk he's taking. So he's a great expert of Alechin with black, that's for sure.
Right, and mostly players who are amateurs or just not tournament players. They don't spend much time on openings.
Yep.
Even myself, I don't know how to win against Alekhine. Like I just play chess. I'm a national master of sports, and I would never tell how to win against this opening or some exact lines. I have never spent that much time
Well,
on
that's
this
the hope
opening.
of Alexander Bortnik. No one studies it but him.
Yeah.
And I know they played against me and I got good position, but they went specifically for a sideline where you have to know like one specific move in there. So, but it works in one game. Like what I do after they play this against me, I go and study and then I memorize that line, and next time I would know what to do. So that's my approach. I go for the main line if I can, and then I look for after the game is finished, check Stockfish and databases, find that improvement, check that line, memorize it, and next time you can do much better. Um, I forgot what I wanted to say about Alekhine, but yeah, that's a very tricky op. But you cannot win against it because you know there's Stockfish, the greatest engine for many many years, but there's also Leela, or like the after AlphaZero, right? They took AlphaZero's code and they created Leela, and so they are the two best engines in the world. Stockfish is better, but Leela is very good. And when they play one another, it's always a draw. Like 100% it would be a draw. If they play normal openings. So what they do with two best engines in the world, they give them bad openings to play, and then they change colors. So like a stronger engine would win, let's say, with white, but then draw with black in a bad position. So that's how they distinguish. So in one match, I was following that match between it's way about Carlsen level, like 5 stores above him. So they are playing like rocket science to chess players. So they played Alekhine and they went for these 4 pawns that they both considered it to be the best line, and both games ended in a draw. So there's no win. So there's an advantage, but with the correct play, black is fine. So if you
Of
don't know how
course.
to win against Alekhine, that's okay. Stockfish doesn't too, so you're fine.
Yeah, and maybe I didn't say it correctly. Like to get this decent advantage, because
Yeah.
you can have it, and of course just to play. And we have a comment. It's a disaster. 2 times I lost because my match didn't start, despite I was online.
That is too bad.
Well, yeah, sometimes if you are not on the page of the tournament of your exact game, it can just not allow you to play the next round because the system think you're away. It happened to me on chess.com. So I thought I am participating. I joined the tournament. I was waiting, and I was on the other page, or not exactly on the page of the tournament, and it just didn't give me to play. So be careful. Stay on the page.
Stay on this page, right? This one, Intellias Chess
Yeah.
Challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that answered your question. FCZ Lumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it happened to you. Sometimes if you didn't have such experience of playing chess.com tournaments, it could happen. We're so sorry. We
He's playing
cannot.
in an app. That's weird.
I'm playing in app. I guess it should be the same. Just stay on the page. Don't use any other applications.
Intellias Career says we suggest using desktop. Well, so it's not Intellias's problem. It is chess.com rules and regulations. The point is to fight with cheaters. There are lots of cheaters out there. So even though you may have no idea that that's forbidden or no bad intention, they can still make these rules to make sure that the game is fair. And that could be like that's like flying in a plane, right? We all are accustomed to always checking the pockets and everything. Why is that? I'm not a thief, I'm not a terrorist, but there might be one, so that's we all have to suffer some unpleasant things just for the game to be fair. So I guess that I guess is the price to pay, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Nicholas Devout and Oleg Valerievich play this position. White has a majestic center and two bishops, but black has a way better development, like rook d8, and black developed everything. And white didn't castle. White wants to castle long and then like push h5 and win. So unless black comes up with something like rook d8 and knight e5 is coming, or queen b4, I was just about to say, attacking here and here, well, I would probably castle long now. Or I would try to trick that queen a3, queen b2. I would try to trap it, but no. Long castle is much more reasonable and fast. And now this is defended, this is defended. Now probably black should go rook d8. And then threaten, yes. So now black puts maximum pressure. If white can hold this pressure, white would win because white didn't even use the rook yet. White wants to go h5, right? If white can withstand this knight e5 threat, then white is winning. But actually, I don't see how to do it. Maybe
Me too.
a3, queen b3, queen c2, takes. Maybe I would do that. Because I don't see how to defend against knight e5, do you?
No, I don't see that neither.
I wanted to go
Yeah,
queen e4,
a3
but the
was
pawn on
played.
c4 would be hanging.
That's
I
true.
would bravely go to b3 because or maybe to a5. No, b3 looks good, yeah. The
And
queen is almost
c2
trapped.
is
And now
good.
knight move or queen c2. Just, I think one of those two. Maybe queen c2 is safer. Queen c2, black has to take. Although black can go knight a5, maybe. It seems to me that white was withstanding the pressure because black cannot really use the bishop on g7. I don't see this beautiful center. No penetration squares for the rook. It looks like with the correct play, white is winning. But you know that there's a joke for blitz and rapid. You know there's the two bishop advantage. I keep talking about this. That's false
Yeah.
for blitz. It's two knight advantage because people
Oh,
blunder
yeah.
forks all the time. So even if the bishops are stronger, the knights are stronger. That's it. So
That's
I
true.
take back. Black has two knight advantage because in the blitz you never know. Like I already see a fork on e3. Like that looks scary to me.
Well,
So
yeah. Well,
objectively, I
it's a
think white
weak
has a
game.
big advantage, but practically, I'm scared for white. Who would you choose here, Diana?
No, I would choose white and would be aware of forks.
Yeah.
But there is a book by Panchenko,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a chapter, Two Knights Advantage.
Okay.
In this book, it's about chess strategy, and yeah, he has this chapter. And this is also very fun because players usually talk about bishop pair, bishop's advantage over the knight, and they just simply forgot about knights, strong knights, and sometimes outposts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But not only about these knights have like there's like one outpost here on f5. But I was thinking about this. Why we always like human beings, we blunder forks all the time. And I was like philosophically, I was thinking about this. Because blundering like a skewer on a diagonal, somehow, we see diagonal. But knights move in such a weird way. They don't move, let's say, they do move in straight lines, if we're going to be honest, but they are weird. Then the color is changing all the time. And so they behave like nothing else what we see around us. Rooks, bishops, queens, they work in straight lines. Like we're used to straight lines. We're not used to all these like constantly changing directions. Nothing moves or behaves like that. So we don't really like, oh, okay, white removed the two knight advantage from black. With bishop takes c7. So like
and
intuitively we don't feel it because it's unpredictable to us. Maybe that's the problem.
we used to live with straight lines around us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing even.
Like building roads and everything, it's all in straight lines.
Yeah,
But night goes
this is
in
true.
like you can look at it like from geometrical point of view, it's still a straight line from if you take a center of one square, it still is. But for us, it's like L-shaped, right? Or H in
Mhm.
Ukrainian. And it's weird. Nothing behaves like this in real life. So we're like we don't understand how it works. I was like thinking, okay, about this knight, for example, it is controlling these 8 squares now. Okay. Which square can it attack on the next move? With the bishop, we can know, with the bishop, it's predictable. This knight can attack any of these squares
Yeah,
on the next, almost all dark squares it can attack on the next move, except like a5, e5, e1, a1, and the ones that are like really far away that it cannot. All the other squares it attacks literally on the next move. But what can attack in 2 moves? It's so it jumps there, attacks. It's like the whole board basically.
unpredictable. Yeah, but so we have to proceed more information also, because if you should predict bishop's move, you have to pay attention to some like light squares, dark squares, but
Yep.
you have to proceed more information about the knight, and sometimes you can be tired, you
Mm-hmm.
can be just not concentrated,
Yeah.
and you can miss the knight's move. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now, what is going on here? This pawn is hanging, and that pawn is hanging. Okay. Black decides to take. Okay. So I guess it takes rook g6, king f7, bishop takes e5. It looks to me that it's very close to a draw. I have this feeling. This is hanging, so king f... Oh, knight d7. Okay. Ah! Do you see what black is doing? That's true. It's not attacking the pawn. It's rook e6. Oh! Okay. Yeah. It works.
Now,
It
here we
works.
go.
It looks like it was attacking a pawn, but the sneaky knight was saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm attacking a pawn."
Yeah.
That's it.
This is exactly what we're talking
Knight, two
about.
knight advantage. White should have exchanged that other knight too. Yeah, it's so difficult. Yeah.
Right, right. That
Okay.
was fun for us, not
Not
for
for,
white.
two
Yeah.
bishops in the center. I did everything right. Yeah, but the fork
Mhm.
happened.
Mhm.
It's one more game.
Unfortunately.
I am, wait, international master. Did you see that we have international masters in the tournament? Alexei Molchanov.
Alexei Molchanov. Oh, Losha. Uh, do you know Alexei?
Um, Not personally, I guess.
Mm.
Or I could be mistaken like with you. I'm old. I'm almost 40 years old. So I have memory problems.
So
Do you
there
know
are
him?
two brothers. They both play chess. And Alexei, we played a lot in Odessa when I lived there.
Mm,
Yeah, he's a very strong international master and a very good coach as well.
hmm
I haven't heard from him for years, and I would love to know how he's doing right now, what is happening in his life.
mm.
But I can't say that I want him to win. This is just not
We have to
fair.
stay impartial and objective.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Although we're
Let's
not
stay objective.
arbiters, so maybe we can have preferences. I don't know. So he has two extra pawns. It seems like, oh, but only 12 seconds. Against 2 seconds. Oh, okay.
Against two
And
seconds.
we have knights on the board. Again, anything can happen. Oh, white lost on time, but black had a 2 pawn advantage already. So he has 4 out of 4. Okay.
Four
I'm guessing that was the
out
last
of
round.
note. Mhm.
Sometimes it doesn't update instantly.
I guess now we have.
There are
No,
still games in
we have
progress.
more
Okay, my
games.
bad.
There
Okay.
are lots of games actually.
Mm-hmm. But it's all on seconds, so let's just watch. So this is round 4 ending. I wonder how many players. Oh, missed a night. Ouch. And now it should be a draw. Both pawns will
Diana is
promote, and
from
both
Odessa.
pawns. Yes.
I lived in Ilichivsk, now Chornomorsk.
I've been to
For
Chernomorsk many times. Okay.
this is a great city,
Hmm.
very beautiful and cute, cozy. Yeah, so I used to live there for almost 6 years, I guess. And then I moved back to Kiev. So that's why I played a lot in Odessa.
Mm-hmm.
But Odessa has huge chess tournaments. I think many chess players visited Odessa because of Geller Cup and Ukrainian Club Cup Championship.
Mm-hmm. I've been
But
to
this is
Odessa, I
only.
think, only in 2008 or something, and that's it. And maybe before that, but there was Blitz tournament was in Snizhne, I think, near Odessa. That was after that, I think, if I'm recalling the name correctly. But it was a Ukrainian champion in 2008 in Odessa. I played there. Yeah.
Mhm. I
Good luck, kids.
cannot say for sure. The Club Cup Championship, Chornomorsk were holding it for 3 years in a row. I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
The chat is asking, Diana is from Odessa. Yes, apparently. Were you born there or did you just live there?
No, that's why I started to talk about Odessa, because I started to answer this question. So I just lived
I
there
see. Okay.
for
I
five,
didn't
6 years.
notice.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Okay. Have we
There are 2 more
watched
games in
all the
progress. I'm
games?
just checking the standings. It looks like we have 8 players with perfect score.
Mm-hmm. You're
Maybe
right.
more. We'll see. And after now we would have round 5 shortly. Oh, 2 queens. Checkmate. Nice. Okay.
This is
Oh,
nice.
another perfect score. Player from India. Okay. So 9 players. 8. It still didn't
Mhm.
update.
And we have many players with 3.5 points also. This is not bad.
Yes, 5, I think. 5 has 3.5, and the rest have
Mhm.
less. So we would
Oh,
have round 5 starting in a few seconds, and after that we would have a 10-minute break. Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, the round 5 has started
Oh wow,
already.
B5. Yikes. That's creative. You shouldn't do that. C4, white wins the center. But in Blitz, you can do anything. In Blitz, you can.
Of course.
I think it was Magnus who played like a year or so ago against Kramnik. He played like E6, A6, H6 with black on first moves, and then crushed
No.
Kramnik. And on move 15, he was already winning or match with big advantage. So that's I played 5 years ago a match against Alireza Firouzja from France now, formerly from Iran, like one of the best blitz players in the world. He of course destroyed me in a match. But the first games he started with knight h3, the first move. That is so. That's the point. You try to get under your opponent's skin psychologically, right? To say I can play this nonsense and still beat you. But he played it twice in both games. I got big advantage, and he stopped playing knight h3, and I was like, okay, at least you have that. But it reminds me about psychology. I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if you know this. Many years ago, I think it was 7. Wesley So was the, I think, Fischer Random World Champion, and he played Carlsen a match, maybe out of 8 games. And Magnus played Against Wesley So, he was top 5 in the world. He played f3 against him and followed up with king f2 in the first game of a blitz game. You can type it in ChessBase in online database. He played f3, like
Did he
e5,
win?
king f2, and d5. This is the engine gives like -2 already. So black is winning with the correct play. So,
Yeah.
but it was so devastating for Wesley So. He was like, in front of the whole world, you're doing this to me. I'm thinking he might have been thinking that. This is, I have to punish this, but it's very hard to punish it. Carlsen won that game. Wesley pushed so hard to prove that this is not right to do it that he lost that game, and of course he lost the match. But yeah, psychology is very interconnected, especially with short time control.
Yeah, but here I would talk about the conversion of the advantage also, because this is a huge topic and this is a very difficult topic actually, because even if you have an advantage, can you convert it? And sometimes this +2, it's easy for the engine, but it's not
Yeah,
easy for the human to
absolutely.
find a way
Yeah.
to win. And then psychology included, then you start feeling bad, like, why? I know this, I have this advantage here, and why can't I convert it? How should I do that? Even if you analyze some positions, like you see this +2 and then you are doing some training and trying to win, I know this feeling very well. You're like, okay, but some exact moves. And sometimes you can even lose if you don't find this exact move, as you told us
Yeah.
about Bortnik's system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Well,
why even after king f2 would work.
yeah, f3, king f2, e3, and then he played d4 and so on. And it's very hard to break through quickly. Yeah.
Mhm.
And about winning a winning position, I think the saying goes, maybe Lasker, who said it, the hardest thing in chess is to win a winning position or a
Yes.
one position. Yeah, win a one position.
Yeah.
And partially that's a lot of truth to that. I'm trying to practice that online when I'm, let's say, solving online puzzles on Lichess or chess.com. And usually at the end of the puzzle, you have more than +2. You like won a piece or something. You have big advantage, like +3, +4, +5. So there's a button, play against the computer. So you can play a winning position against the computer. And I don't recommend it to anyone, by the way. Anyone, don't do it. You will feel like an idiot. Like I tried it many times and it was painful. My self-esteem got to zero or negative numbers when I couldn't beat Stockfish. But then I
Exactly.
still kept doing that. But I learned two lessons. One is then after I screwed up my winning advantage, I would check what Stockfish did, and it almost never Stockfish does anything extraordinary. Stockfish is just playing good, reasonable moves in a completely lost position. Just keeps on playing. And I checked, like, there was nothing. Sometimes they say there are computer moves, like, what is this? Or like a sacrifice that. None of that happened in all those games. Stockfish just kept on playing. Each move was a reasonable, good looking move in a lost position. And I was like, oh, it means that there's more life in the position that I used to believe. I would formally resign in such position. Now I know that I can keep on fighting. And so I don't do it with +2 positions. +2 is too little, but I do it with +3, +4 positions. And I try to play blitz against Stockfish. And very often I do win that winning position. But with +2, I would have to give me 2 hours on the clock. And then I would think like this. +2 is very hard to win against Stockfish. But +3, +4, I can often manage it to do it in a blitz game. But that's me, a GM who practice it a lot and very unsuccessfully at times. So I don't recommend this, but that's my way of trying to maybe you can like copy the position. I think you can play against the computer and then select a level. I think you can do that, right? On Lichess or chess.com. You can play with the computer and there are levels. And
Yes,
maybe you can play
select
from that
levels.
winning position against not a perfect stockfish, but like of level that is, let's say, your strengths. That would be a good training. If you can train to beat
Yeah.
stockfish of your level, you can beat your opponent over the game. So I think it's a lack of practice because we just resign in lost positions. And once I remember, they didn't resign. I have like an extra piece of rook and I'm expecting resignation. Come on, I'm a GM and I have X and they keep playing. And I'm like, oh, oh, I have to continue. And it's weird. I'm like, but I'm completely winning. Why do I have to continue? But my opponent doesn't resign. And then I was like, oh, okay, I guess. And I start to think, and it's very unusual to have a lot of extra material and then just keep on playing if it's normal. So maybe it's just lack of practice.
I remember myself when I tried to beat Stockfish. There is a task on chess.com when you have all the pieces developed, a few pawns in the center, all the
Yeah.
pieces are developed, you have castled, and your opponent's pieces are set the same like at the
Okay.
start. And now we start to play against
Oh, I did not know
Stockfish.
that. Okay.
Yeah, you can find it. It's like a practice or some
Nice.
lessons practice.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Yeah, I almost broke my computer. Like, I was so angry. Why why I cannot win? And this is like +2 or +3 even. He evaluates it as a +2 or 3. But it's really hard to win. It's really hard to win against 3,200, I guess. And then, yeah, I did it like against 2,800 probably, and I could win. And I was like, okay, this is enough. I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even all the pieces are developed, but how to break through, how to win this
Yeah.
position. And the Stockfish is playing just simple moves. Yeah, he's trying to develop his pieces slowly. Yeah, and you have nothing to do with this.
Yeah. That is frustrating. So I'm not trying to win such positions because they are rarely the end of a puzzle. At the end of a puzzle, you won something usually, or you have like a devastating attack. And so it's like at least more understandable what to do with it, like exchange pieces, push past pawns, and so on when you have material advantage. But if you don't have material advantage, it's like it's hard to measure it and to feel it and what to do about it.
Of course, of course.
Oh,
Okay, what can we
looks
say
like
about
white is
this
winning. Black
position?
missed.
Mhm.
Here takes. And bishop fork. So people blunder bishop forks as well. They happen rarely, but that's the problem. And now this is hanging. B1 is coming. White should be winning with the correct play because the rook is much stronger than the bishop and the pawn. And you don't even have a pawn, so white has full extra exchange. Bishop is coming here, and it looks like Roman Rybachok will lose. Do you see practical chances here, Diana? I know there's a knight, but the king is so far away, you will not blunder a fork anymore.
There are always chances, I guess. Again, the Blitz game, internet, the platform, I don't know,
Oh,
something
so yes,
else.
you're absolutely right. An asteroid can hit. I know anything can happen. But chess-wise, do you see like from chess standpoint,
Chess.
what's as any chance for black here? Like knight d3 attacks bishop and attacks rook, I guess. But then rook a3, rook b1. No, rook b1, bishop f3. I already blundered. I said knight d3. White can go rook b1. White can't because there's bishop here. Ah, no, white still can. Rook b8 check, king g7, bishop f8. No, okay, I don't see a practical chance for black. I mean on the board. With time, yes.
Yeah, I
With
see, I see.
internet connection, yes. but over the board, I don't know. Feels like white's play
Yeah, and
is
a very a very strong player. He's playing with white, so probably there is no
So maybe we check
chance
another
to
game. Here we have a good prediction
save
that
the
number
game.
one rated
Yeah.
player is going to win.
Mhm.
Let's check board two. Your friend, Molchanov, Alexei. What is this? Oh, oof. You can do
Wow.
anything in Blitz. You can do
Yes.
anything in Blitz. Okay, okay, what do we have
They're
here?
still
Ouch.
playing
Black has an extra pawn
the center, a good
in a good
knight,
position.
and
Yeah,
active pieces.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't like it for Oleg. And queen and knight is extremely dangerous couple.
Yes.
I don't know. Looks bad. Queen f4 is coming. I was thinking about somehow pushing f4. Oh, c5. Giving up another pawn to undermine this knight. Well, that's what happens. Black played objectively terrible moves,
Mhm.
but you cannot prove it. You try to prove it, but it's very hard. It's very hard. Black has a winning position, but with 1 minute on the clock, anything can happen. Queen takes b4. Ooh, Black wants to keep a pawn on d6. Yeah,
Yeah,
with
but
some
to give
open
up this
files.
phone is reasonable, da, because of the files, open
Yeah.
files. So I like this way
Okay.
that white sacrificed that one.
Yeah, but it's 2 pawns. 2 pawns, that's a lot of pawns. If black trades
A lot
queens,
of pawns.
yeah, that would be. Yeah, I think objectively black is winning, but practically queen b3 is coming, attacking. Like bishop a6 ideas, rook d1. For now, white seems to be attacking, not black. Oh, black says, please exchange. And for those who are listening, an exchange almost always favors the side who has material advantage. Black has 2 extra pawns. And I was thinking also philosophically about this. Why is that the case, that you want to exchange stuff? And I was thinking in terms of mathematics and in terms of relative value of pieces. So 1 pawn in a starting position, you have approximately 40 pawns, 40 pawns. If you measure all the pieces in pawns, you would have approximately 40 plus the king, which is priceless. We don't know the price of the king. So 40. So 1 pawn, or in this case 2 pawns, would be 5% of your army. 5% is not that much. But the more pieces you exchange, but you still have 2 extra pawns, the percentage of the pieces on the board becomes much higher until it becomes overwhelming. So if they tell you there's a 5% discount, I don't think you would care. Like, oh, we have a big promotion, 5% discount on that's not a discount. But if it's like 20, we can talk about now. Oh, 20, that's a big number. So that is a discount. So I see it in relative value to the remaining material. So which is why white want to keep the queens here, just to
But
have.
also another question, why do we want to trade pieces in general? I guess this is intuitively. We do that when we start playing chess, especially. Mostly beginners are trying to trade everything. Is that because of the fear or because of what?
Why do beginners? I'm seeing it, at least for now, from a different angle. It's not that they like trading; they like capturing stuff. And it happens to be an exchange. Like if they see a capture, they're gonna do it. If they see a check, they're gonna do it because it's exciting to give a check and capture pieces. So it was not about if they capture your piece, they don't like it, don't they? I want to take. So it's about, I think, spotting a capture and doing a capture.
But what about this feeling of resistance? Like the queen's gambit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you have to hold these pawns in the center, and people just can't. They're trying to trade everything because they can't really feel that, oh, I have to check everything to keep it in mind. This is hard.
That's true. That is hard. Oh, Oleg is winning. His
Yeah.
opponent blundered a skewer from the bishop. You shouldn't put your heavy pieces on one diagonal. Oh, now it's the queen. Oh, okay. The h-pawn should decide, or maybe there's a checkmate. No, no checkmate yet. Just a lot of checks. A lot, and now it's a check. Ah, a1 is covered. You should be careful. Please don't go rook a1.
It's covered, that's true.
It's not a mate yet. h5. Okay. You can take that ball. f1. Yes, I'm guessing moves knight b5. Check on d8. Uh-huh. I'm just guessing. Queen d2 check. Yes. You see a check, you give one. And one more check, rook b1 or queen c2.
Queen d3. No. Okay.
Queen c2. No, rook c. And now pawn endgame. Take everything and h6. Or h6 now. Yeah, okay.
Your husband.
Yeah, I can feel like an IM is playing. Like we have similar thinking patterns. I would say, oh, this. I see a good move. I do it quickly. So okay,
Yeah.
fully deserved win from a lost position. I wonder why it says +0. Why this tournament is unrated? Maybe that's the setting of the tournament. I guess.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
see after each
probably.
game it says +0, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe it added already and now it's 0. I don't know. Okay, so this is round 5.
Yeah, we have 3 more games.
Let's see. Already 4 players have perfect scores, so after a break we would have a huge fight on the first 3 boards. Let's see. Oh, okay, black 1, thank you. Okay. What about this one? Ah, the game is still in progress. Okay. Pawn endgame is a draw after g4. No, it's not. It's losing. Ah, did you hear what I just said? Pawn endgame is a draw after g4. Takes g4, king g5, and I lost. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's happen.
Yeah. Avoid pawn endgames. Pawn endgames are very tricky.
That was a joke. That was a joke for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Also the joke goes, long break. Alexander is asking, we're gonna, after all the games are finished, we're gonna have a 10-minute break, but announcing the break, we have a script here, so don't worry about it. This should be a draw. Oh, queen e6. Now it's not a draw. You have to take, and now g4 is a draw. Please go g4. Okay, now it's a draw. Okay.
Black didn't play king f5.
I
Here,
don't. King f5 wins, yeah. And now it doesn't. Yeah, that's why I'm horrible. Like one move in a pawn endgame and it changes everything. One decision or transposing to a pawn endgame. Okay, always in front of the pawn. Okay, black knows this. Okay. White knows how to make a draw here.
we have one more question about 6.5 points.
Mm.
We will announce everything at the end of the day. And we don't know for sure yet, I guess, because we expected more players. And maybe we will have less finalists. I don't know. 6.5 points. It sounds like.
If you score 6.5, you're good. That's all.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
For sure.
That's for sure. So aim at that number out of the 9 rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
The game is still in progress. Black is still trying. Okay, now it's going to be a stalemate. Okay, king g3. a draw. So, okay, officially now the round 5 has ended. We have 4 players for 5 out of 5, and only 3 players with 4.5 out of 5. Interesting. And the number, wait, where's the number 1 rated player?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
did he lose?
Okay. Did he, okay, so 4 players have 5 out of 5. Where do we have our 2600? Did he lose more points then? We'll see after a break. Wow, 5 rounds already, right?
Right, right.
What an intense session.
Absolutely. I can't believe we are halfway through. But that's what happens when the sharpest tech minds meet to play.
And now it's time for a short break. Take a few minutes to recharge, stretch, grab a snack, and get ready for the next rounds.
Yeah, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't be late.
Mm. Welcome back. Welcome back,
Yeah,
everyone.
hello everyone again. Are you ready to continue?
All right. So 5 rounds have passed. We have 4 players with a perfect score, 5 out of 5, and 3 players with only half a point loss.
That's
And
amazing.
you need to score 6.5 to qualify later. At least currently, that's the rule. And the games will start shortly. And let's go to the board one. 2480 is
Already
playing
started.
against 2670, basically.
Mhm. It's a
Boring
good
exchange
fight.
Slav. Yeah.
Has to
Do you
be a
like
good
it?
fight.
Diana,
No,
do you like exchange Slav?
no.
Yeah,
I
he
love
does.
sharp positions.
Yeah.
More alive. I guess you too. You love like active positions as you told us.
Yes, I do. I do. I
And
love. Although I did play, I'll confess, I'll play this exact line in Bishop G4 in this position against 2650 GMs where I needed a draw. So yes, I did play it,
sure.
but it was reluctantly I would do it. It's boring, symmetrical and
Yeah.
boring, and you're suffering a little bit. Oof, that bishop on C8 is not happy with this move. The point of A6 is to move the bishop to G4 or to F5. Okay. Now I have to hide all annotations, comment, clear all analysis. Okay, I'm gonna clear all analysis and it should update now. Okay. So what do you think about this fantastic position, Diana? Thoughts on this position?
And just let's move on and maybe watch
Let's move
another
on.
game.
Okay, I'm gonna be okay. White is slightly better because of this pawn structure where white has a good bishop and black has a bad bishop. White is slightly better, that's it. But black can hold with the correct play.
But I guess
The
Black's
fun may
idea
begin
to
after e4, but it's highly unlikely. Let's check board 2.
okay. I was gonna talk about this position as well. I mean,
Knight
sometimes
c3. There's a line like this, yeah. Wow, what is this?
Alexei is playing with Black.
Uh-huh. And Hungry Lion 84. And I'm gonna claim that's the year of birth of Andrei Vusatyuk.
Andrei Vusatyuk. I guess I know him too.
Huh.
Andrei Vusatyuk. Maybe.
d5. It's an interesting position. White has no pawns in the center, but pieces instead. I guess you take. Maybe pawn takes. Who do you prefer here, Diana?
That's a good question. I would confess that I don't really understand the strategy of this position. Of course, I can say, oh, I would fight against this center, but I really have to dive deeper and think about this position because I have never played it before. I have other, I play other openings. Yeah. But White's position looks active, and it seems to be like we can break through the center, not as we had before, some pawns like e6, d5, c6. Here is different after knight f6, if white will take it.
Yes, takes. I generally speaking, I don't like losing time in an opening. So taking feels like not losing time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now this bishop is not actually hanging because queen g7 is coming. But black is ready to castle. And I don't know what to do about it. I somehow prefer black because I really like that bishop on g7. It's very good potential. I'm thinking about queen e3 check, bishop e6, and bishop h6. Okay. We're thinking in the same direction. I really don't like that bishop, so I want to exchange it. Bishop h6 would be my plan. Because now the
This
bishop
looks
is
good.
hanging.
Yeah.
But then I'm concerned
But
about my king and pawn on b2. That concerns me.
and just developing.
Yes,
Just
black is ahead
simple
in development
developing.
and black has pawns in the center. So I think black is better.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why black is more rated and has a
Maybe.
title. International
So Alexei is
international
the
master.
only player with a title,
Oh, did you check
right?
it? I did.
No, I'm asking.
Ah, you're asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
How do I check it?
means
How do I check it?
just
Just scroll
go
down. Yeah,
to,
I don't
yeah,
see any other like red
me too.
rectangle like this.
Me
So
too.
the only title player in the tournament, has perfect score and a good position in the opening. So I think we have the front runner, as they say. Yes, bishop h6. Now what would I do for black? I don't know, maybe a check, or maybe takes, rook b8, or castle. These are four
Yeah,
moves
why
that
not
come to mind.
castle? Just
Castle would be. I think I want to use the fact that the queen left the king, so I want to go like rook b8 now. And if lone castle, attack it one more time, and that would be a fork on
or maybe
f2.
to start with queen b6 and
Maybe
we
maybe you're
can't
right.
even.
Moves the queen first. Oh,
Mhm.
g5. G5. The point is to say that the queen is trapped, but no one can win it, and I can escape any moment with h4 or queen h5. And f6 is hanging, so now your queen is trapped. I don't know. I would
Yeah,
go
I
like
don't
e3.
like g5 for black, but maybe I didn't understand something. Just
Maybe king e7 is the idea, and then the queen goes. That would be very creative. Extremely creative, I would say.
yeah, actually yes. King e7 looks
But then white
brilliant.
goes h4 and g5. I don't know. This is very creative play on
With
board. Like
g8,
white starting with knight c3 and knight f3. Black is doing g5. This is fun. This is fun. Do you want to check what is happening on the third board of the who has lead in the tournament?
yes, sure, sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna open this so that I can click between them. Oh, it's only one I can have. Ah, boring. No, I don't want to look at this. It's still the same evaluation. White is better, but black can hold. Okay, and board number 3. Ooh, what is this? No, this is not board 3. Where is... Ah, we have only 2 boards with perfect score. Never mind. We have only 2 boards that have perfect score. Board
Yeah, let's
3,
follow
it's
them.
4.5. Yeah, since we have only 4 leaders. This is weird.
Just 2000. That's a very high score for such rating. Yeah, very good performing.
Now all black needs to include the queen into the play. And then white would be in trouble, I think. Oh, queen d6. That's this pawn grabbing can lead to bad results if black uses the queen.
Mhm.
At some point, this queen has to come in to e3 or g5. Yeah, I think black is a great position. But okay, maybe we have to go back to the board 1, to that boring endgame.
I'm
Maybe
still
the
following the game we have watched, and black is completely winning, and we have king e7 on the board. So let's watch this position.
King e7. So
King
that's a
E7.
human play. Stockfish would not be happy with it, but that's a human playing, that's for sure.
That is brilliant. And black is winning, actually, yeah?
Black has an extra pawn, right? Oh wait, this is 5 pawns. This is 5. Okay, that's weird. You never. That's 5. So black has an extra pawn and a strong attack, and the queen is completely out of the game. Yeah. White should develop pieces.
Yeah, white haven't developed their pieces. That's the
Okay, let me
main
be advocate for white
mistake,
now.
I guess.
Rook takes d8, I guess, would be a move, or queen takes maybe. Rook takes. Okay. It looks terrible. Bishop b3 is coming. e3, queen c5. Okay, the pawn on e4 is hanging, so we have to do something about it. I think queen e5 would be played.
Or queen
Centralizing and maybe coming into f4. I would play queen e5 here. Or maybe bishop b3 first. No, bishop b3, queen e4, check. So queen e5 is my move. Or queen d5. Ooh, queen d5,
yeah,
I
queen
think.
d5.
I think that's it, yeah. It looks like... The thing is, yep, we're same-minded. The thing that I recently was solving a puzzle and I failed it, and the puzzle was about attacking the king. And I knew when you're attacking the king, your queen should be in the first row, in the front row seat, attacking. Like it should be as close as possible to the king. So that's what black is doing now. Queen d2 probably will come, and then, well, e4 would be hanging. The queen wants to be to take a front row seat when it is attacking the king. Maybe bishop. Oh, I would play bishop f5 here. Kicks the queen. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, bishop f5 first.
I'm guessing Oleg's moves. Queen h6 would be played, I think. And then like e3 and queen d2 mate, something like that
But
will happen.
if we would have a prize for the best game of the tournament, now this game looks like the one we would give the prize.
Yeah.
King
e3 is
e7
winning.
idea.
e3, rook d1 will probably be played, and then queen e4 is winning. So the queen has to come in from here or after e3, or after queen d2 and e3 and like takes. The queen, I would play e3 here. I think that should be a relatively easy win. Come on, Oleg, you can do it. What's the time situation? Wait, I have Zoom. 2 minutes. Okay. Queen d2, all right. And then what? Rook b8 maybe is the plan. Ooh, rook b8, I like this. Suddenly the rook goes there and you have to go like b4. And then I just keep taking. I don't know. There's so many promising lines
For
that...
sure.
Yeah, then e3 check, king a1. Yeah, e3, queen c3, and keep picking up pawns. e3 would be played. Did I guess? Let's see.
Okay, I will
I want to
watch
take
some
on
other
c3 with a
games.
check. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe already to find the
Okay, we have to
good
go.
one.
This one would be a win for sure. It's like mate in a few moves. It's coming.
Yeah.
Bishop e6 maybe.
Um.
So I want to go to boring board 1. Draw. That's okay.
We did not make a mistake. Do
Yeah,
not
we like
following
from
this
here.
game.
I knew it's. I didn't know it was going to be a draw, but it felt. It didn't look like anything happened in this position. Okay. White didn't want to play for a win. White is still better, but offered a draw. Okay, so only Oleg has a perfect score, correct?
Yes, it seems to be.
One more
I
move.
guess the board 3 is interesting now.
Okay.
Face everything.
Yes. No, they do count rating because he was 2600. Yes. So it says
Really?
0, but it's only because it already changed the rating. That's why it says +0. Okay. Oh.
What do we have
White
here?
is, well, the material is technically equal. Black has an extra exchange for bishop and 2 pawns.
But the black king is weak,
Black king is weak, but the pawn on f5 is falling. But rook b8 is coming, and queen a5, rook a8 is coming. That's right. And it
yeah.
looks like black is lost now. Rook a8, brilliant. King b7. Oh, queen cannot take because now we're getting checkmated here. Oh. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I thought white is winning.
Is there a checkmate? It's a draw, no? After queen a5.
Black has at least a draw, but I think black can give a
Yeah.
check, come back to f4, and then give a check from c1, and then... No, probably it's a draw. Yeah, it would have been a draw, but white wants to win, I'm guessing. But now the rook will help the king. He may lose this one. They face everything. This is the game we wanted to see, right? Okay, so we have Oleg, perfect score. Then the number 1 rated lost a half a point, and now if... but he already lost 2 points. Do you see? He has 4 points.
Oh, what just happened?
What just...
Oh no!
Ouch!
He just
Wait.
forgot to defend his queen. No way.
No, I think it's a misclick. He wanted to give a check.
Oh,
Right? He dragged and maybe
maybe.
dropped somewhere
Yeah.
here. It looks like this.
Mr.
Of course, rook
Face
c5 doesn't make
everything.
no sense. It's rook b5
We are
check was
so
played.
sorry for
Yeah.
you.
By the way, this is the reason why I'm not a big fan of online chess, because rook c5 would never ever happen in over the board game. Unless it's like literally no increment and seconds, it never happens. Like you cannot mouse slip with the piece. It's like, I don't know, it's very hard to do. Oh,
Yeah,
that's too
but
bad.
at the same time, in the real game, I know some stories about chess players with a bad reputation
Okay.
who changed the color of the bishop. For instance, bishop bishop b1 to h8.
There's a joke that a very good professional blitz player with one hand would do castle, play h3 and rook e1 at the same time, like with one move, like ting.
Yes.
3 moves in 1 move. Yeah. So yes, that is true if we're doing that. Okay. Let's check some more games. Oh, almost no games left. This is round 6 is about to end. I want to check. I know, okay, it's not ending yet.
You have 5 games left.
And already 4 players lost only half a point. And I think we would see Luis Nicolas playing Oleg on board 1. Usually they...
Alexei, yeah?
Alexei, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Usually we... the highest rated goes to play against those who has more points. So let's look at this. Oh, that's a lot of pawns. That's a lot of pawns. They should well, the pawn should go. Okay, but h7, rook g8. Okay. Okay. This should be clear. And that's it. Okay. What about this game? Okay. Mate in 4, I'm guessing. Oh, king. Rook moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Rook moves. Rook waits after king h3. Come on. Do you know how to give? Okay. Okay. Now wait after king. Now waiting move. Okay, good. So white knows how to give checkmate. Okay. Okay, so nothing fun here. And this one, well, also relatively clear, but with the knights, you never know. But I think the pawns are just unstoppable. Only a stalemate could happen, like pawn on f2, king on h1. and then
But
somehow
also this is a sensation because white has 2300.
2300
Yeah.
losing to 1800. Yep, the pawns are rolling, and the knight comes to e2 usually, or f2 and knight d2. Yeah, that is it. The pawns promote. Well, I still smell stalemate. Like king g3,
Yes,
I can
yes.
feel there might be a stalemate. Knight has to come to e2. That's how you win. Not too confident. Okay. This is all winning. Yeah. Now f2 is next. Timeout. Okay, black won. All right.
Okay, that
The
was the
rounds
last
have
game,
ended.
right?
Perfect score, 1 player. 4 players, 5.5. And 11
Interesting.
players with 5 out of 6. This is round 7. I remind you, it's 9 rounds. You should score 6.5 to qualify for the next stage tomorrow. Oh, okay. Now we're checking board 1 for sure. I think we would have reasonable moves now. Okay, not Slav. That's already good. Good news. c4, pawn goes to the center. What do you play e4 or d4, Diana, or both?
E4.
E4, okay. So
usually.
you don't have to face Grunfeld or anything like that. Okay.
No, no.
Oh, draw. Okay.
No way, they just agreed.
Eh, where do I file a
Yeah.
complaint? I wanted you to play and I wanted you to. Okay. So
Where
just
is
say
your
I just want to
motivation?
qualify. Wait, are there any other prizes and qualification here? I'm not aware of that. If no, then it's
There
totally
are some
understandable.
price. No. On the first day you have no prices, but
But qualification. Okay.
but qualification. But the second day, I guess you have some prizes and certificates.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, we have to check it.
Promotions and so on. Yes.
Yes. You cannot get the job straight away, I guess, but as we had such questions already. But at least you can put this information into your CV. I won your tournament. I want to work with you guys. I love chess. That would be an advantage.
Okay. So this is board 2, right? 5.5, 5.5. White has a very
Yes.
nice center in front of that poor bishop on g7. That bishop wants... Why are you standing on my diagonal? So I'm gonna talk, and we're talking about emotions of pieces now. The bishop on g7 is sad. He wants to have... Oh, the bishop is saying... But these pawns are saying, but we didn't leave. You're still blocked by your pawn. And now, so this bishop has no good future. Unless it like goes to d6, but that's... I honestly don't
And
know how to
also,
evaluate this position. What do you think, Diana? Who's better? Is it equal?
I would
You
play
prefer?
with white for sure.
Okay.
But maybe. Okay,
But I
no,
think
we
you're
still
right.
have.
We have a pawn in the center, developed pieces. Knight on c6 is like restricted. Bishop on g7 is restricted. Well, unless black gets to e4, maybe that's where black is going for e4. But that takes a long time to go there.
Even white spent time to castle through king f2, king g1, but
I
still.
thought white wanted h4, h5. That was my thought. But rook e1 is also reasonable. I don't want to trade. I'm thinking about bishop b5 or takes. Yeah, these pawns will need protection. Queen, that's a good move. I like this move. Black would go queen d7. Yeah. And now I have problems with this knight on f3. You see, knight from c6 improved its status a little bit, but knight on f3 is still bad. There's no place to go. I don't know what to do for white. Ooh! That's aggressive.
Very aggressive. Yeah, very aggressive.
So the point is if knight d6, it loses the pawn. So black has to go to h6 or e7. Okay, that's a very aggressive creative play.
But now I like black's position as well. After knight f7 looks like a harmony.
Knight f7. Well, I'm gonna tell you, if this knight was
somehow.
on e3, maybe white would put pressure, but knight is like, I don't see future for this knight. I see future for that one. It can jump to e4 eventually. It reminds me of many, many years ago, like 12 maybe. These two super grandmasters, Mamedyarov and Aronyan, were playing one another in a super tournament. And they played a long game, long fight. It ended in a draw. And I was watching the game. I didn't understand the position. Mamedyarov had two bishops and the center, but Aronyan had but he had weaknesses and Aronyan had knights there. I couldn't understand the position. Like it was so difficult. It ended in a draw, and they are in the press conference at analyzing out loud what they thought about the position. And each of them, Aronyan and Mamedyarov, both about 2800 back then, 2770 plus for sure. They were saying, Aronyan is saying, well, I was better because of this, this, and this. And Mamedyarov says, no, 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 I was better. And then they throw variations, they argue. So the whole game, each of them were saying, or at least that's how I memorized, that I was better. Well, you were lucky basically to make a draw. That was both of their
Yes,
claims.
Mihailo.
They both
That's a
loved their
great
position.
story.
But it's not the end. And then I checked with Stockfish. It was zeros all the time. It was equal all along. It was so
But
maybe you
again, this is about chess psychology because
yeah.
they were pretty confident about their
Yep.
position. And this is really important to be confident.
Absolutely.
Because if you doubt yourself, if you doubt your position, then you'll most likely are going to make a mistake.
Yep.
If you're confident your position is good or you are slightly better, not like you are winning, because you will make a mistake because of that evaluation.
For sure.
But yeah, but you put pressure on your opponent. And this is a great story because they were confident and they drew finally.
The whole game zeros. The whole game zeros. I have a
Yeah.
feeling this might be the case in this game. You preferred white and you preferred black, but it could be equal all the time. So it's more about feelings
Maybe.
and emotions rather than objective evaluation. But feelings and emotions also influence our play and our opponents and our decisions.
Where the knight goes.
I think it just runs away
The point.
from a capture.
Yeah, but
Now
why
this
not
guy comes
f3?
in.
I mean, he
Now
could.
I prefer black as you do. Knight g5 attacks the pawn and comes in. I think black were winning after knight g5. King is in the center. Knight is out. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
knight is cut. I
knight
just
g5
don't want.
triumphantly to e4.
Mm-hmm.
King g2
Now,
probably to avoid at least a check.
yeah, but black has active pieces
Yep,
now
all
and
pieces
some
active. Yeah.
potential. Mm-hmm.
Knight d4. Maybe f5 black would. Ah, no, then e5 square. But still, I don't see a next move for black because both of these pawns need protection. Ah, maybe b6. Okay, so that I have to defend only d5, and then the queen can go to e6, and then maybe somewhere here. Okay, now black has to improve the queen. Queen b5, queen a4. Sorry. So I'm already tired. I'm moving the queen to a4 in a live stream. Did anyone notice
No,
that?
it's
No?
okay.
Okay,
It's
good.
okay. Don't worry. We're working for a few hours already. Yeah, queen b5 looks great.
I like
Queen
forcing
e6 is
moves that
still
attack the
okay.
pawn, but queen e6 also improves the queen.
Yeah,
Queen e2
the
maybe.
same idea.
Yeah, black is better. As you mentioned correctly, all black's pieces are now good. It was not like that when you preferred white, remember? Like white pieces were good, black pieces were bad. Now the tables have turned. Black is definitely better now.
Yeah, white played a bit
Oh.
passive moves,
Yeah.
a couple of passive moves, and now the evaluation has changed. Just go back with the bishop.
But I would say it's quite a high-level play. No blunders, no obvious even positional mistakes. It's like in that, remember knight d6 in the beginning of today's stream, that was a bad move, like you can tell. But here it's like, oh, this, like there's no obvious bad move for either side, I would say.
Yeah, it's nice to watch. We can
Yeah.
enjoy these games
Yeah.
because it looks like an equal, and we can discuss every time who is better. It's much more interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Do
Ooh,
we have any
fast pawn
comments?
create.
I haven't followed them. Let's see. Mikhailo and Diana, you are doing a great job. It's very nice to listen to you. Anton, thank you so much. Thanks for compliments.
Thank you, appreciate it. Oof. So on board 1, a draw happened, and on board 2, what happened?
Let
I
me
forgot.
check.
Yes.
Standings. Draw. Isn't it a board 2 we are following now? No?
I don't know. I don't see numbers. Oh, something happened. The queens disappeared. Ooh, I wouldn't exchange queens for black. Although, this pawn looks phenomenal. King g1, bishop is knight g3. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to exchange queens. It's like there's this saying that if the king is weak, like king on h2, I want to keep the queens. But white managed to trade it. But now black a very advanced strong passer, so I don't know.
Yeah, it still looks like a decent black's advantage.
Yeah, I'm following board 2. Okay, thank you. The chat helps. That is board 2. On board 1, they made a quick draw, right? And this is board 2. Okay.
I guess we can predict that this board 2, these guys who's playing now, they are finalists. Almost for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is round 7 and they already have 5.5. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Knight f5 attacks the bishop. Bishop c1. Let's walk in, and I think black is starting to collect some pawns. Actually, a lot of... Oh, a7 is hanging. I forgot about that. So black is definitely playing for a win. Black has a big advantage. Active pieces, passer, b2 is hanging, then c3 is hanging, then d4 is hanging. Like everything would be hanging now.
Well, only d4 is not hanging, but probably black will succeed. But we still don't know for sure.
Maxime in the chat is asking, how many rounds will it be today? Today, it's not today. 9 rounds qualification for tomorrow. That's it. 9 rounds today.
Maxime, this is a brother of Alexei, so he's
okay.
following us as well. Hi,
Alexei
Maxime.
is fine, don't worry. He qualified already.
Maxime, what do you think about this draw? We wouldn't agree, and I don't know, how do you feel? Do you think Alexei should have played the last game? He just drew, offered the draw and agreed. Where is his motivation?
He's like smiling, that's it. The question is about how many points you should score. Fewer players are participating in the tournament. This is Intellias' official response. So this question will be resolved at the end of the event. Please follow the updates in Discord. So please follow closely the Discord channel and our announcements. When we know, we would let you know. Don't worry.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
He was tired. He wanted to take a bit of rest. Okay. We want to see him fight for 2 more rounds. I just enjoy watching high-level players playing good games. Is it possible to appeal to get the point? I think in chess.com, the only thing you can legally do is to, like, you can report a player. Anyone, you can report anyone technically. But if it's unjustified, I don't recommend doing that. So only when you check a game with Stockfish and you see like all moves were awesome, then it's a red flag. Otherwise, there's no one to appeal to.
Alexei, let's try to check other games as well.
Yeah.
Our partners did recommend us to follow 4 or 5 games
Okay.
simultaneously.
White one, so nothing to watch here. Another bad player. That's funny. Another bad player with 5 points. Doesn't look like a bad player to me. 2 rooks for a queen and the knight on the way.
Very modest chess player.
And the checkmate is coming. Rook d8 and mate on the next move. All winning the queen on the next move. King h7, it's rook h2. And if king f7, it's rook h2. Win the queen. Legally only move queen h3. The best move here is resign. Yes, that's the best move.
The best button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a long time ago, I think it was Michal Chishin, Romanishin, like 40 years ago when they were training, and the coach would give them a position and ask, what's the best course of action here, let's say for black? And they were amazed because the position looked terrible. And they sat there for a long time and they couldn't find a move. And he said, the best course of action is to resign. So that was really the assignment. Sometimes resignation is the best thing to do and prepare for the next one.
So the lesson was you have to respect your opponent. Yeah.
And not only that, but save energy for your next game. So it works both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this one we checked. I think black should win. Takes, king attacks and picks up the pawn. No? Takes, attack the knight. The knight has to come back to f1 and now pick up the pawn, and then it should be an easy win.
Yeah. Black is winning here.
And how do you win?
Maybe
King
let's
d3, knight
check.
d2 wins, right? Yeah. Knight d2. Knight h2. Promote the king would run there, but that's not good. Black should easily win, but 20 seconds. Let's wait. Knight d2, knight h2. Actually, king e2 would be the best.
We
And
have
then
just
knight f3.
3 games left. So yeah,
Only
let's
3 games
follow
left. So
this
here
one.
the result,
Yeah.
I think, is clear. So we can Starobut Oleksiy. Let's see. What's this? H pawn promotes. The wrong square. Black should have played h. Wait. c5. Go c5 now. Okay, but the pawn endgame would be lost. Yeah. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Ah! I cannot watch it.
What?
This is a draw. Just lose the pawns. This is a draw. Bishop takes was winning.
Sorry, bishop takes. The
I
pawn's
mean, bishop
hanging,
takes
no?
on c5 here. Bishop takes c5
Yeah.
and go to pawn endgame. But now this is just stay on h1. I like to make fun of Stockfish. You can put this position into a Stockfish like this and put like 5 more bishops on dark squares. Just to, and it would give like plus 25 evaluate, like black is winning, but I'm doing
Really?
this. I'm just staying
Oh,
in the
because it can't calculate that fast, and he gives this
it
abbreviation, yeah?
I think the problem is Stockfish doesn't have a concept of making progress. It has a concept of I have extra material, but it doesn't say
Mm-hmm.
what to do with it. But I think Leela has this concept of, oh, I cannot make progress, it's zeros then, but Stockfish can't. So it was a funny draw for white.
Okay.
Oh, next
So
round
we
started.
have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
6.5. 3 players have 6.5 out of 7, and 3 players have 6. Okay.
That's interesting.
Let's
That's
see board 1.
interesting. Let's follow leaders.
Okay.
Alexei with white.
And with black, D, Dmitro maybe, Soroka. Many moves for black here. There's a check, there's C5, there's D5, there's B6. Even H6 is a move in this position. Queen's Gambit declined. What were you saying, Diana, about Queen's Gambit accepted? Did you mean like takes an E4, these positions when white has the center?
No, not accepted. I meant declined, but
Declined, okay.
yeah. When we have these 4 pawns in the center, and sometimes you have to wait and not take anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
Okay,
if
now I
you
understand.
take, you just give up your advantage.
Yeah.
Mm,
Knight bd7. I actually played this line not once. It's a tricky line. It looks weird to block the bishop. But the point was to take and to defend the pawn. But after bishop g5, I think they just go h6, bishop e7, or bishop b4. That's also a possibility, yeah. These are well-prepared guys playing. I don't even know this line for... I just know it's very playable for black. And I'm actually scared
they
for
are
white.
high rated also.
Yeah.
That's a good rating.
c5 is usually the move, but sometimes you can take. But these are good, high quality classical moves. c5. If takes, what happens then? I don't recall. Do I take on c? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, let's see what happened in other games, maybe.
Okay, board 2. The leader of the tournament playing against... Oh, that's a lot of pawns in the center. How did this happen? Okay, 1 pawn, another 4 pawns. That's maximum. Like you cannot have more than that. That's a lot of
Don't
pawns.
need more.
Wait, I think I see what... This is a typical maneuver, and the point is to block d4. Now black had to go knight e6 and to block and move the knight here. And now white was in. So that the point of this maneuver is only knight e6. So
Right,
now
but they
white is much
didn't.
better.
The
Knight on
question is
c7 is
why.
weird. Think about it. Black moved the knight from f6 to e7 on c7 in 2 moves. Why? Doesn't make sense
Yeah,
now. So white is much better now. But the win is far away.
true. As
This
we
looks like a Sicilian, right? Do you play Sicilian? Okay, e4, c5. What do you do in Sicilian, Diana?
It's actually something similar. I can play this line with white against Sicilian sometimes, or something like that, with
Okay.
c4, pawn d3, e4, and I really like it. But yeah, I tried to switch it on the main lines. I'm not a tournament chess player anymore, so I'm like a coach. And when I teach people, I can prepare good lines, and I
All right.
don't have to play them because I don't play in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you stop playing?
I guess 2017. That was the last year I played
Okay.
lots of tournaments, and then When I lived in Ireland, I played Irish championships, but it was like 1 or 2 tournaments a year. And I didn't really prepare for them. I was just playing.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to make a living just by playing. Almost impossible unless you're up there somewhere. Yeah. I know that
Exactly.
even like 2,700 players sometimes teach. Well, 2,650 for sure teach. Yeah. Okay, at least now knight came to its destination on d4. It took a long time, but now it's here. Now I actually like black's position. The
Yeah,
knight is
dark
really good.
squares.
Well, white is also fine, but at least this knight is good.
I have a feeling like dark squares are more valuable than light squares. I don't know why. It's like it may be because of some openings for black where you have to use your g7 bishop and almost no openings for white when you have to use your g2 bishop. I don't know. It feels like, oh, black is fine now. They have dark squares. But white also has light squares here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that light and dark squares are symmetrical because king and queen are on different spots. So we cannot assume they are equally important, let's say statistically speaking, because the king wants to castle short and it influenced that you develop the light square like the bishop first. So it's not total, like the board is symmetrical, right? But the pieces,
Yes.
king and queen, are not. So that may be a difference. But yeah, very often you're right. Dark squares become the key thing. Light squares, much less often. I don't know why. If that's true, I don't know why. If the opposite is true, I also don't know why. But yeah.
We have
Okay.
to keep it in mind and solve this puzzle for
Yeah.
the future. Why dark squares seems to be more important than light squares. Okay, maybe let's switch the
Maybe it's
board.
the most typical move is e4 and it already weakened f4 and d4 in some way. And that's why most people go e4. And maybe that's why, I don't know. Just a hypothesis.
That's very deep. But yeah.
So it could
It's
be
like
totally
let's
wrong.
discuss e4 or d4. The first
Yeah,
move.
the ultimate question, which one wins?
Which one is better?
Yeah.
Do you play e4 or d4, Mikhailo?
Almost all my life e4, but I have games with d4 and some with c4 and knight f3, but that's a very rare. Usually I'm mostly e4 player all my life. And that's bad. At some point, uh, somewhere when I was like an IM FM level, I should have added d4 already. But to add d4 when you're adult, and I know so much, like I know too much, I'm too scared. I know how much I need to know to study the first move that I never played or barely played. I have to know this. When I'm young, we don't really think that much. Let's go d4. I don't care. I'm not scared.
Exactly.
I don't know enough to be scared. Now I know enough to be like, whoa, if I'm gonna go d4, I have to know this, and this, and this, and this. No, I stick to my e4. Yeah.
Right, and to spend all my life to learn these lines and then where to leave. Maybe
Yeah,
just go for e4. That's it. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That is true. So what do we have here? White has an extra pawn. Like an amazing bishop on e5 here and there. So I
We
want to get
open
rid of
H
it.
file as well.
Yeah, rook
They are
h8 is
gonna
coming.
use next move.
So I feel like I want to go knight f3. And if the bishop leaves, then maybe like h4, something like that, to not worry about the h file. So I prefer white because white has an extra pawn. I'm gonna be pragmatic here. Shall we see some other games, or is this one fun to
Yes,
watch?
yes. Let's go. Maybe
Okay.
third board, because I'm following the
I want to
first one.
update the
They're
first
equal.
one. What happened in the first one? It looks like a theoretical line to me.
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
the
all
theory
equal.
here, but
Well, I've seen all these moves one way or another being played before, but this is not. But all moves are from the book, let's say. So I think this is very high
right.
level play here, about equal position. And the second one we check. Let's see board 3.
And Alexei is
2190.
fighting now. He didn't offer a draw.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thanks, Alexei. We're happy to watch your games.
Okay, the opening it's too long to check. What do we have? The moment we show up, a draw appears. Okay. But it was a repetition. They went for a repetition. Okay,
But
at
the
least
opening was really, really interesting. Let's check it out.
that is weird.
Mhm.
Now it's somewhat normal. H4 G5. Yeah, okay. It's too creative for me. Okay, let's go back to board 1 because lots of
Yeah,
exchanges
sure.
happened. We complained that he played a quick draw and now we ignore his game. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Of course. Let's watch his game.
The rook is hanging, so you have to move, let's say, to C1.
What
Oh,
can you say about this pawn majority on the queen side?
I'm scared for white. If that pawn goes, he will not stop it. But if it doesn't, well, I wanted a knight on d4 in this position. Knight belongs here. Outpost in the center, blocking b5, attacking the bishop. So rook d4, I'm not a big fan of this move. Even though it's an open file, I want my knight on d4. I want my knight here. Maybe black can go b5 now? I think b5, bishop takes, knight b3. It looks like I'm winning, no? Rook and rook c1. So I think b5 is possible now, and I think I would play this move. Or takes, and then at some point b5 should come. Because if white stops it with like knight d4 and a4, white would be much better. But if black goes b5, now the knight is hanging. I think it's all about equal. Because even if white wins these 2 pawns for 1, this is still a draw, objectively speaking. But now I think white is pressing.
Yeah, but practically speaking, it's
And now I
not
would like move my
equally.
pieces like queen b1, like rook c2. I would put pressure on the pawn on b6. But this rook is misplaced. I want to move it somewhere. And for that, my queen has to go. So this is my train of thought. Oh, fixing a weakness. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, practically speaking, now it looks like white's advantage. A small white's advantage, but
Yeah. At some point, black can go like knight e6. At some point, trying to kick this knight away. So it should be dynamically equal. Oh, I can turn on Stockfish and let's see. What does Stockfish
yeah.
say?
So for Stockfish, this is just an equal position.
Depths, why don't I see the moves? 30 seconds, 3 lines, analysis. I don't see the moves. I don't know. Usually it gives it right away. Yeah, it gives minus 0.0 zeros. Okay. For Stockfish, it's all a draw. Yeah, I'm afraid like when I'm screen sharing and calling and so on and run Stockfish, my computer can say, I'm too old for this, so I'm not going to use Stockfish. I'm going to use this Stockfish.
No, it seems to be more interesting when we commentate without engine.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
our
maybe if it was a
thoughts.
high class level tournament where like, let's say objective evaluation, objective truths would matter much more, then yeah, using stockfish would be here. But here it's more fun without stockfish, and more room for mistakes. For example, when I move the queen when it can be captured. Okay.
Mine too.
Oh, g5.
People told us rook takes c5.
But we don't know at which moment. I checked the sacrifice, but I don't think it ever worked. Not here, not here. Here, rook c5. No, it opens up files. It opens up files. I don't think there was a moment where it could have taken with no repercussions.
Yeah,
It's a
probably
very
just for
aggressive
fun.
play. Black is saying, I don't want a draw. I want a win. Black is trying, I think, to claim that you have one weakness on a4, the rule of two weaknesses. Now I'm creating a second one on the king side, which is in theory a good idea. In practice, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think rook g3
Let's
works.
see if Alexei can deal with this pressure.
Yeah, because when your king is under attack, it's very hard in blitz.
Yes.
H4 is coming.
Yes. But it seems like he is really good at dealing with pressure, as he showed in the previous game.
The rook is now hanging. King g7. What does he do next? The rook is hanging. g3 is hanging.
I don't know. Everything is hanging.
It looks like black found a silver bullet, or what is it? Like very aggressive play.
Yeah.
Takes f4, rook h5. h3? Oh, threatening checkmate. Wow, that's definitely a surprise, h3. Maybe a very good one, but I didn't. I thought it was a mouse slip again, but no. Oh, okay, let's just watch. 5 seconds against 12. I see a fork on f5. That's what I see. Not now, but at some point. Ah, he's preparing.
Yeah.
e4.
No
Ouch,
predictions.
knight is hanging.
No
Ooh.
predictions here. Yeah, that was
Mate
a
in one.
blunder.
Ouch. Okay, so
no.
let's just watch. Let's just watch. Queen a1, mate.
It's okay. They
Rook
are
h5,
tired
also
as
mate.
well.
Okay. Yeah. I would say.
Okay.
I think black. The first time I clicked game review, maybe I should not have done that. Did it open in another tab? Okay. Let's come back. I think psychologically what black did was phenomenal. Like it seems like, oh, we're playing symmetrical. Boom, g5. What? Because black is saying, I have a queen here, I have a rook here, and all of your pieces are on the queen side. Even the engine says it's a good move. Wow. And not
Even
a bad
engine
move, at
says
least.
it's a good move, yeah?
Well, it doesn't give like the first line of g5, but it's not a mistake. It's takes, rook takes, and now white goes knight e2, queen f3. Now queen d1 was the only move that would give, like queen d1 is a weird move to play. Threatening queen
Of
d8.
course.
So it's all zeros. So objectively it was a good idea, and practically it was definitely a good idea. Yeah, Soroka, that was a good one.
An amazing skill. Psychological skills as well, practical skills, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, and black won because of the bishop on e5. Dark squares, what we've talked about. Black won in these games because of dark squares. Wow.
So the only leader is Dmytro Soroka, right? Is he Dmytro? If anyone knows this player, you can tell us his name.
I'm guessing it's Dmytro with the D.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there any other? Denis, maybe? What else could be at the D? I'm just guessing. It doesn't say there.
I have a feeling like I have heard the name Dmytro Soroka, like in some tournaments. Maybe I have seen his name. So maybe I am mistaken, but
Danilo Soroka, they tell us in the chat. He was a winner of one
Mhm.
of the previous Intellias tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. Took part over the board. Danilo from Lviv.
Yeah, thanks for telling
I'm
us.
from Lviv, and I don't think if we personally met, I don't know. Yeah, also rings a bell. Also, I'm like, I think I know this guy. 7.5 out of 8.
Okay, we have 2 games left.
Okay. For now, I see 3, but sometimes, okay, now it's 2. Is it Poland or Indonesia? Keep forgetting. Poland, okay. You know, they have flags, white
Yeah, similar flags.
and red. I don't, yeah. This should be a draw, come on.
Yeah, they agreed probably in the last game.
Well, black is trying to flag white. Come on, exchange. Exchange. You can flag without increment. With increment, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna close this one. Not fun. In a second, the last round will begin. Soroka, 7.5 out of 8. Another one bad player, which is ironic. Second place, 7 out of 8. And Victor and Oleg and Mr. Kubillo, 17.
The last
Luis,
round
Nicolas,
has started.
and more players have 6. A lot of players have 6.5.
A lot of players, but this is definitely not 120.
Yep, that's for sure.
So yeah, we are still waiting for the update from our partners. We don't know the exact information how many finalists we will have. So
Yep.
I'm asking our partners in tell us more about the final amount of players in the final round.
I think they will decide it after the last round is finished. Well, definitely
After the
that would
last
be a good time to see. Like they would see, oh, this many players scored this many points. What are our plans for tomorrow, and so on. I think they have to take that into account. He's an FM. Why doesn't it say that Soroka is an FM?
Maybe he didn't apply for the title.
Yeah, you have to like
This
prove.
is
Yeah.
necessary.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They agreed for a draw.
I see.
They don't want to fight. So probably Danilo Soroka wins the tournament. Officially wins the tournament. There was just 2 of them.
The first day of the tournament.
Yes, for today,
yeah.
yes. It's qualification only today. So will we see more draws? Second board? No, they are playing. Exchange French, so it's like a Slav but reversed.
Yeah, I play French and I don't like the exchange French.
You mean when white exchanges on d5 and just plays
Yes.
symmetrical moves? Yep.
This is so boring. But I see that many grandmasters, top grandmasters, are playing that, and they are trying to use this small advantage as white. It actually makes some sense because it's no risks, but
Yeah.
you can win
You mean with white?
with white. Yeah.
But I noticed that strong players play French for a win with black, and for me that was like, that's weird. What about exchange French? And I noticed what sometimes they do, they play, let's say, knight c6, and I'm gonna play the same moves for white. They go bishop d6, let's say go c, and they go knight g7, and then they develop the bishop queen d7 on castle, and suddenly
castle
f6 g5,
alongside.
and like there's lots of life in the position. So apparently with some move orders you can do long castle, asymmetrical knight moves, and suddenly black is playing for a win. So there is some life there. I never played it with white with black. That's what I see.
There is, but if white knows the line, then you have not enough time to get this position. So you have to use this plan against a lower rated player make sure
Yeah.
they weren't prepared for this. So
Yeah. But I
risky.
see it grandmasters using it against super grandmasters using it against regular grandmasters. Like there's a World Cup
I
now,
see.
and they play Pirk with black. They play one G6 with black. Say, let's go. I'm ready. They are taking risks, as you pointed out, but saying I'm taking. Well, with black, it's hard to play for a win without exposing yourself to some risks. So I guess that's the way to go.
I guess it just means that chess is still alive. If
Yep.
grandmasters are still playing such openings, then we will have more job in the future.
Yeah, that's for sure. I want to say that they're saying it's the only qualification. So, and tomorrow there would be prizes, as far as I understand. So, but they say that there's this chess goddess, Kaisa, and apparently she is not happy when you like do draws like this, and you may pay the price later if you're not trying to capitalize on a good position or play a quick draw. She's angry with you, and so I wonder how they will, those who played quick draws tomorrow. I wonder. I see some psychology behind it, because you kind of know that you're not supposed to do that, that you should fight in a good position. Like I'm talking about not playing for a win in a winning or great position. So because I need a draw, it can backfire, because then you mentally come back to that. Oh, maybe I should have played that. Why didn't I do this? Why? And you keep wasting time and energy on reconsidering when the next game is in progress. So that might be partially true. That Goddess
I had
Kaisa.
the other problem when
Yes.
I played chess actively. I couldn't agree for a draw. Even it's a draw, even I have an advantage, but I need a draw. I still wanted to play every game. That was my problem. When I
And
understood this problem, my results went higher.
wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I have somewhat pleasant memory regarding that topic. My best win against the strongest player in classical game was 15 years ago against, he passed away many years ago, Vugar Gashemov from Azerbaijan. He was top 10 in the world, number 6 when I played him. And I won against him with black. Because he didn't want to draw against me. Not he didn't want to draw. And like I had a winning position. I didn't know it yet. I felt I have a great position, but I was very low on time. And I went for a repetition. Well, it's not the repetition that he can claim a draw. I just repeated the position quickly because I was low on time. And he rejected the repetition, but he took a long time to reject the repetition. And in that time, I found a win. So if he were to repeat quickly, the game would end in a draw because I wouldn't have time to spot the win. Since he really didn't want to draw, he spent a lot of time looking for ways to continue the game, and it gave me time to find a win that I had. So, but if he was less rated than he was, then it would be a draw. Only because he
Yeah.
desperately wanted to beat me, I managed to win. So it's like the opposite. So sometimes, yeah, accepting a draw is the smart decision. Yeah.
Yes. That was my problem. Do not agree for a draw.
Yeah, that's a symmetrical, somewhat boring endgame. And they will repeat now. Okay. Okay. Threefold repetition. Well done.
Draw
I think no
again.
mistakes. Zero mistakes, zero blunders, one grade. Like zeros the whole game, I'm guessing. All right. Another stupid player. Okay. That's a nickname. That's not me judging anyone.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, I
nickname.
know. I know. And there are some more comments. Hi guys, Diana and Mihailo. Thanks for a nice and instructive coverage. Good job. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for your feedbacks. We really appreciate that. And we really trying our best to follow all the games and being
Yeah.
interesting for you.
Andriy Mazurok. It's interesting. I had a classmate with that last name and first name, but probably it's popular. I don't know his. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for this message. And I think black is losing again. I think white has a lot of material. Another stupid player. That's funny. Yeah. It's ironic when another stupid player beats an IM. That's putting psychological pressure on your opponent just by your nickname, right?
Do you think so?
Yeah, when I read another stupid player, I already have to think about that. Is he like, if I don't beat this stupid player, who am I then? And it
He's
like
provoking
already
his
I have to
opponents.
prove something, even though nothing has started yet. I already have to win, which in reality I don't have to win. Oh,
Yeah. Let's
white
see who's
won
designed.
14 best moves, 5 excellent and 6 good out of 31. That's very high accuracy.
Do you want to check the game?
I'm gonna look with a human eye. Like, did white do anything special? Like, no, it doesn't look like that. But game review, I wonder what was the accuracy. Because you rarely
Yeah,
get
let's
accuracy
check
more
it.
than 90%. That's very hard to accomplish. This is for those who doesn't know, this is Stockfish analyzing the game, compares it. I would say it's a suspicious accuracy, very suspicious. Like the graph is
This is true.
constantly going up, no jumps down. Yeah. So I hope this was not a cheat. If this is you playing on, that's amazing game just by the graph. But if I'm just purely looking at numbers at the graph, that looks questionable. But I guess if I check
Do
more
you see the
games,
game rating? It's like 2850.
yeah.
If
Although I
it
must
was
say, I had games like this. I mentioned Alireza Firouzja, and I played a perfect game, not a single inaccuracy. In a blitz game with no increment. So that would be a complete, but I outplayed him. I also had like a pawn on, yeah, I had a pawn on e5. I had space. The play was easy, and I crushed one of the best players in the world. And it may look like cheating, but it wasn't. Okay,
I'm going to check his other games and to
please
see the
do.
accuracy.
Well, they do have algorithms, so we don't have to do it. If there's
until we report. So if we don't report anything, they will not check it.
Well, I know that at least on Lichess, not on chess.com, sometimes during the game I would get a message that your opponent cheated. So if they're just using the first line of Stockfish. So that is silly. So, or immediately after the game, they could do it. So, and you don't have to report, at least on Lichess, the algorithm is
Only
doing
chess, but I mean, we have 100% accuracy. What is that?
in one of his games.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. But no, but just 13 moves. It's possible after 13 moves.
Was it like a blunder?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
okay, this is just French defense, the main line. But okay.
Okay, Victor has an extra bishop and will convert and get third place maybe. So nothing to see here. I want to check this one. Face everything and rise. Okay. White should be able to win this, but with pawns on one side, it could be harder, but manageable. Bishop d3. G3, rook e1. Bishop f5, rook h7. The bishops should decide. So how does white win here? So this is
That's not true for review. Please don't say it out loud. This is not true. What do you mean by not true? We are talking about the accuracy. So we just
you mean
told.
not true that that player was cheating? Yeah, we're not saying he's cheating.
Yeah, we are not saying
But the
this.
numbers in one game look suspicious. But it happened to me and many other players where you just play. I had one perfect game, like I uploaded it to Lichess and chess.com, and they say I made one inaccuracy, but this stockfish was wrong. I was right. So if I give more time to stockfish, because it like briefly checks the game. If you give like a few seconds per move, then it spots that my move is the best and it's 100% accuracy. But only because of this quick analysis, hack can have mistakes. So I was even more right than stockfish in the game. So that looks very suspicious. Okay, I have 6 out of 9. Will I play tomorrow? Good question, Petro. We'll have an answer shortly after all the rounds are finished. We're constantly checking our internal chats. So it's not us who make this decision. So we're just informing you. So please stay here. And definitely as far as I understand, at the Discord channel, there would be information there for sure. Oh, white won a pawn. Okay, white should win this. So face everything and rise. White wins and qualifies. Okay. It doesn't, like today's result doesn't matter. It's just you either qualify or not, right, Diana? Do you understand correctly?
I think so, but do we have the exact answer? Will it have an impact on tomorrow's tournament? How many points players have or not? Because I don't think we have checked it, and sometimes it doesn't impact. Maybe we should clarify this question too with our partners.
So probably this would be the last game. White wins easily. White won.
Okay, how many games left do we have?
So we have how many points you score today doesn't matter. It's only the fact that you qualify and your rating. So maybe if you lost a lot of rating, that will indirectly influence something. But how many points who scored today doesn't matter tomorrow. But the question remains.
Okay, just 5 games left.
How do you see it? I click here and I have like, do you see? I have dozen. Okay, now I have 3. Maybe you're just better with the mouse.
Maybe because I refreshed the page.
You refreshed the page. Okay.
Yeah.
2 games left. I'm clicking.
2 games
So black
left.
is winning, but there's a stalemate ideas. Let's see, will a stalemate appear or no? By the way, white is winning even without the pawn on f5, but that's a whole other story.
Okay. Your points doesn't matter, so you already installed it.
Yeah.
Mhm. But what does it mean, your rating?
Chess.com rating, I think. For pairings, I guess that would
Just for
influence.
pairings, it cannot influence the results somehow. Your rating should not be the point of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a hope for bishop takes. That's a funny one. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Okay, you'll have an answer shortly. Tournament is over.
Mhm. Okay, so the passing point is 5.5 points.
Okay, Diana, I think we
5.5.
should read the script now and then answer the questions. I think that's what we should do.
Sure.
I think that's the tournament has ended. Let's wrap up for today. What an incredible day of chess it has been.
It really was. We have seen some amazing games and outstanding players showing their best skills.
And here we go. The finalists of Intelligence Chess Challenge are now on your screen. Starting from 5.5 points. 52nd place, 5.5 points. If the standing, my standing is correct. Send them some hearts and thumbs up. They truly deserve it. But an
Yeah, what
important
an
note.
exciting moment.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, we cannot really follow the script now,
That's true.
Mikhailo. I don't think so
52.
because
Yeah.
the list of the finalists will
That's
be
correct.
shared on the Discord. This is important for all the
Yes.
players. Follow Discord chat, watch what they will show you, because
Yeah.
we cannot say for sure. Or we can 52, is that 52
But there's a
finalists already?
huge caveat here. 52 players scored 5.5 out of 9, which is a new, depending because you don't know in advance how many people show up. That's a new number of points you have to score
Okay.
to qualify. But
For those who have spotted their names on the screen, huge congratulations. So
that's correct.
52 players for now.
But
You did an amazing job today.
But there's very important thing. Chess.com will review all the games for cheating.
Yeah.
So as
This
Diana
is
correctly
fair.
says, it doesn't happen instantaneously. They will check all games for cheating, like we do in the airport. They assume that all of us are hiding something or preparing something. They will check all the games for cheating. And the final list of finalists will be in Discord within the next few hours. So for now, it's 52 players scored 5.5 out of 9, assuming no cheaters are found. But that may change, so follow the Discord channel to within the next few hours.
Yeah, if there is no cheating, everyone will be in final tomorrow day. And yeah, and for those who didn't get enough points this time, we hope you still enjoyed a great day of chess and fun. Don't forget, you're welcome to join us tomorrow in the Metaverse for more games and activities.
And we'll continue with further updates in our Discord channel and share all the next steps there. So please stay tuned there. Meanwhile, thank you all for being part of this amazing first day of Intelligent Chess Challenge. Get some well-deserved rest and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.